muffins.
Fudge muffins. I will have to change the thumbnail on the fly, but it's fine.
Or I could not save him, and he can become, and then I could be the only one who hasn't died.
Wow.
I am the immortal. I am invincible.
Suddenly, Keitron has an idea for a challenge.
Oh no.
All right, you
See how
want to
long
go
it took
down
me-
that? You want to go down that path? See the consequences.
Yeah, let's see how this will go.
I need
Get
to
the wish spell. Wish to be invincible.
You can't learn that. You are not magically inclined, and you already have levels in fighter.
Get a
And
wish
Peach.
orb. Get an orb of wishes.
Mallow isn't gonna even give you.
Just find yourself a genie. Simple.
I don't know if Mal's gonna let you live or your dragon.
Oh no.
Mallow would allow the dragon to live, just not Boomy.
Well, I mean, the dragon allowing, you know.
Yeah, well, I feel like
There's just that evil laugh from the DM.
He's scaring me, but intrigued as well.
Oh, I have. God damn it! It still didn't change. Mother.
lol, get wrecked.
Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, no kidding.
Get destroyed. Screwed.
Get fucked.
On my end, it looks like Keitron, Luffy, and Mallow all look
Okay,
up at a
it's ju-
burnt tree.
It just hasn't updated for me then.
Yeah, on my end.
Okay,
It
yeah,
is,
there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Big tree.
Look,
Big
I gotta
tree.
do something, all right. Even just the tilting angles of shit just works for me sometimes, all right. I'm not an artist. I never claimed to be.
You're fine.
I'm just imagining you just printing them and putting them on sticks and just bringing them around.
Idea for next episode. Hold on. Remember to write that fucking down. That's amazing. I could Photoshop that, actually. That's not too hard.
You're telling this entire story while using stick figures.
Print them out and actually do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh god, that would be funny. Alrighty. But either way, are we ready to start today's session?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. 1 minute while I get my music. No, I don't want that one. Come on, music. There we go. Last time on the Wings of Freedom, our party gathered together with last-minute preparations and continued on their way to go fight the Thunder King. With an intense battle pulling wits, magic, a bit of trickery, and a bit of luck, honestly, the party was able to defeat their dreaded foe. However, there were some costs. Aurora lays dead currently, and Keitron is currently in the bowels of the dreaded Thunder King as well. What will be done? Will the people be saved? Let's find out, shall we, as we continue with our game. So, it was Luafe's turn, and she killed it. So, Keitron, I need you to make me a death saving throw.
No.
Death saving throw.
LV 1.
Natural 2.
Gross.
Right that.
Oh, so close.
All right. I also need. All right. It's not. It's being slow for me for some stupid reason. Come on, game.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was weird.
Yeah. I wonder if it's
You
because.
gotta get nat 20 so you wake up instantly. at
All
one
right,
health.
and Keitron,
Mm-hmm.
mark down another one for a reason.
Yeah.
You will have 2 death saving throws you have failed right now.
Yep.
All right. It would be Mallow's turn. Mallow, you are currently still up with Aurora as you see Bavine running. He's next to her as you saw Boomy chasing off, but you did hear the thud of the Thunder King fall. Which way are you going?
So, honestly, I'm pretty far away from the Thunder King from what I recall.
Yes, you are.
Very far away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Basically, in terms of, he's about like 100 to about 150 feet away from you, roughly, if not more. So.
yeah, I gotcha. And I only have 30 movement speed, so...
60 if you dash, but I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah. definitely. It's giving me a hard time. Okay, I'm pretty sure my cogs are ticking so many ways. Where to go? Alright. I'm just gonna go and get Ketrin since might be alive. I can help Aveen later.
Okay, so you're running
No.
off for that. All right.
Yeah, I'm dashing.
All right. Bavine is going to try to raise Aurora. Because luckily, he was knocked down so much, he was able to save a lot of his spells, actually.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's got that prepared, so he's going to blow a 3rd level spell and cast Revivify. So you see, like, fire, Mallow, as you're running away, you see fire envelop his hands as he crushes a diamond into it and just explodes all over Aurora, trying to revive her. And she has died before.
Yes, decapitated, actually.
No, she wasn't decapitated, but she was mauled pretty good.
Yeah, Bavine was the one who was decapitated.
Right, she had a neck cut open, though.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a quick revive. Let's see if he can do this. And Mallow, as you go running past, you see this warming flame mixed with the diamond dust as it goes over her, and you're like, Ice Dragon Flame's not going to mix really that well. But as you're running, you see the bearish shift of the wings as she seems to be rousing. Mark Aurora down at 1 HP. The Revivify worked.
Done.
Wow.
She's battered and bruised, but she wasn't dead that long, luckily, and Bavine's got decent amount of movement. He made it there quick enough. He did have to spend a higher level diamond, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ketrin would have punched Bavine.
That's Bavine, yeah. All right, Lockjaw, he's going to try and keep up with you, Mallow. You just hear, like, clanking armor as he just sheathed his sword, and he's just running with both hands, trying to get close to you. And eventually he does catch up to you, like, just, like, about a couple squares behind you, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. It would now be the Thunder King's turn. However, he's dead. But in the same instance, Boomy, you see these trees bend at odd angles, and you actually see, like, tendrils start to appear as they latch on to the Thunder King. And you actually see tendrils coming off him, too, as the trees seem to be absorbing what is left of the matter there. But it's creating, like, this thick, like, almost root-like structure around it. And you're looking at it, and it's starting to get thick. Yeah. That's its turn. Oluafe. You got enough movement to get down there with your dragon. Not even a...
Yeah,
Not gonna be mean.
Kuznets is basically gonna dive bomb at that, and
just roll me a general.
Immune to lightning.
Yeah, well, real quick, just a general thing, real quick. Give me just a dex save, please, just to see how hard she hits the ground, because she would probably
gonna, like, spread her wings at the last moment to slow down.
I know, but let's just for fun.
And I was gonna say, as she was coming down, she's going to like, oh, these trees have these things wrapping around them. What should she do?
Yep.
I'm thinking repulsion breath would be able to blow the tendrils away, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
Only one way to find out.
yeah, you know Keatrin's in there, so I mean, do you want to blow away stuff? I mean,
Well,
they do seem to be connected.
There is lightning breath, but the Thunder King is immune to lightning, so maybe his corpse will protect Keatrin from lightning if we blast the things off him.
You do know lightning goes through things, and you've seen. I will give you this. You've seen that lightning goes through bodies.
You've also seen that and experienced it with Kuznets trying to protect you countless times from a lightning breath from the dragon.
Yeah, repulsion breath just pushes something down. It won't actually hurt Keatrin. I know. It might. Yeah, she's gonna come down and attempt to repulsion breath, like, straight down, blow all the tendrils and stuff off it, try to clear it as she's coming down.
Okay. All right, she uses her repulsion breath, and a couple of the tendrils do break away, but they seem to be hooked on, as it doesn't really move.
Ah, man.
You do jostle the body around, but that's about it. The tendrils
Well-
seem to be holding it in place.
I jump off
Mm-hmm.
when she's close enough to the ground, and how is the Storm King lying?
Basically, he's lying like flat on his stomach, his feet out behind him, and basically, you know, typical like dinosaur fashion, just like laying flat on his belly, his head just straight upright, a little to the side now that the tendrils are attaching.
Okay. I have access to the side of his body.
No, the tendrils are hitting they're hitting all over.
Shit. So I can't like get at his stomach at all.
I mean, you could try. There's definitely ways you could do it, but I mean, you're gonna have to think about that.
Think of multiple entrances.
Oh God!
We're going up the butt.
Oh no.
We're using that famous Critical Role saying. I see.
You know what? These things are trees. You know what trees do not like? Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I have? Explosives.
Okay.
Which do fire damage.
Okay.
How many do I have? I can't remember. It's been a while.
I don't know. What do you have written down on your
I
sheet?
have 11 black powder sticks. I'm going to attempt to just toss one at this group of tendrils that are on the side and try to force them off of the fire. And then back off far enough so it doesn't affect me. And since
Okay.
it's physical, it's not gonna hit Kiatrin.
Nope.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will set off a black powder stick.
All right. You throw the black powder. It explodes, and instantly the trees those tendrils immediately start to wither and disappear. But they also seem to be not really phased too much as you start to see more coming out of the trees.
Shit. Okay.
You still have, I would say, you could get to the corpse, but you've used your actions, so you're kind of a little...
I thought we treated it as an attack action for throwing sticks.
It's been a while since you used them.
Yeah, because they're a weapon I craft. It's like a throwing knife.
I would say, and this is just because it's going to use 2 of yours because you have to light it. Because before it was just 1, because you don't... That's the problem with this game as well. We don't just have like a, a little match lighter, you know what I mean? Just to, quickly do it. You got to actually like, either light a torch or, actually take your flint and striker and strike it.
True.
You know what I mean? So...
And I don't have the clockwork triggers anymore, which is just basically a pull pin.
Right, and you were using the clockwork triggers before. So for these ones, I'm going to say now...
I don't have my candle anymore. I lost my candle helmet.
Yeah. Armor choices, man. Anyway, so for ease of this right now, because I will be fair to you, I will give you 1 more, but that's it if you really want, okay? Because you have to light the fucker.
I'm going to go to Kiatrin, not Kiatrin, to the body at its side and just hack at it with my magic sword.
All right, give me just an attack roll. Yeah, you start carving into it. The one thing though, when you do this, you're realizing this is a thick monster.
Fuck.
It might take a little bit. You're doing a very good job right now. You're hitting exactly where you need to. It's probably going to take you potentially 1 more turn.
Okay.
Okay? You're doing actually really good. You could have really screwed that up. However,
I carved into the side, going hopefully at the stomach.
Yeah,
with the stomach
you also have your dragon that you could have used to help, but,
Well, hoping to blow the tendrils off, because tendrils would cause problems, but I guess it didn't.
You blew a couple off, but unfortunately, it's not the way that works, unfortunately. All right. However, it's Kiatrin's turn.
Time to death save. Oh, he survives 1.
You do. However, Kiatrin, I need you to take another one.
And he dies.
Well, we may still have a chance.
I'm assuming Mallow is still running over, so we're just going to go back up to the basically Thunder King's turn. You see more of those tendrils come in, but Kuznath is actually coming in to help you and is actually like clawing and bite him. Their attacks seem to work on this thing, though, compared to the Thunder King. As she is just biting and scratching them off, and she actually starts to help you tear open it with her claws. So you're going to get advantage on this next attack roll. Though, the one thing you see, and it's a little disconcerting, you see one of those blue shell crabs fall out as you start to cut in.
Wait, blue shell? You mean like the egg things we were fighting for?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, no.
So go ahead, Luafei, continue your cut with advantage. Easily. You slice open and you finally get to the stomach as a rush of these blue egg crab thing hybrids, whatever, just comes rushing out at you. You are bowled over by... Just give me a general dex save, please.
Are they alive or dead?
Oh, they're kicking. They're squirming, kicking everything.
Oh, I imagine there's a lot of squeaky noise and bug noises.
Yeah, you instantly just start like throwing your hand up over your mouth as you just beat them back and forth. And that's when you see Keatron's body roll out. One of those suckers is on his mouth, neck wrapped around, and it doesn't look like he's breathing.
Can I move? Can I move still?
It's gonna be a little hard, but yeah, I would say you could get to him.
I want to get to him. Put my hand on that thing that's grabbing him, and not like aiming straight down, but aiming like across his body and stab my sword straight through it and like trying to peel it off.
Roll me just a general attack, please. They do have AC, so.
Okay. I have 2 more attacks with it.
I know you do.
Gosh dang fighter.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Yeah, you instantly just pierce right through it. You see it croak, but its tail doesn't let up. In fact, it actually buries it in and starts to twitch as you killed it. So it actually starts to saw on his neck, you just scraping away more of the skin. But it's definitely dead.
I would like to try to cut off the rest of the tail.
The fact that it's dead, you just like basically take it off and just do it. However, you see as you do a tube that had went down Keatron's throat come pulling out at the same time.
I pull the rest of the way out.
Yeah. I'm assuming you cut off the tail and work it away.
Yeah.
And
Kuzneth, get us out of here.
She immediately grabs both you and Keatron and is going to fly back. Mallow, you see this, and it's one of those things where she flies right over you, heading to Bavine, and you just do like the, oh, come on, and just start running back, I'm guessing.
Yes, he will. It's like,
Does the Thunder get? I mean, not Thunder. Does Lockjaw follow? Or is he going to see the corpse?
Oh no, he's going with because he sees. He's not stupid. All right. There's time for that later.
Stupidity is for second.
Mm-hmm. All right, and as you guys land, Kuznath kind of crashes to the ground a little bit on this one, just trying to get, and she just goes. She looks to Bavine. Can you heal him? And Bavine looks and just goes, maybe. Shit. Anybody got a diamond?
Oh, dear.
What do I have in my treasures? I have... Why do I have that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I have a residuum with 1,010 gold.
Hey, guess what works for spells?
I don't remember where I got that from though.
You bought it, remember?
Oh yeah.
Guess what works for spells? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I pull out the glass.
And Bavine just goes, that'll do. And he just mark off 300 of it, okay?
Okay.
Because residuum actually works in this, so. Because it's used for spell components. As he looks at it and just goes, all right. Oh, by the way, I have to roll for him. Okay, he's fine. Forgot about that. As you see Lockjaw coming up as well, he's just like, oh, can you do it? because I can as well. He's like, Bavin's like, yes, I can. All right. And Bavin's going to once more, he's got another 3rd level. He's going to cast Revivify again.
More Revivifies. Yay.
Yeah. Kiatrin, you have not died before, have you?
I don't think
I do not believe I've died.
You've been
No,
unconscious.
Yeah, he went
All right.
unconscious.
So I need you other two to mute, please. And deafen.
Very well.
Kiatrin. You are surrounded in darkness. You've been here before. But this time, it feels finite. Like, this is your last chance.
Yeah.
Like, you've done all you can. And as you sit there, / stand, you feel the cold embrace of black wings. Not chilling, but at the same time, not welcoming either.
Yeah.
As you feel 2 hands on your shoulders. Do you see them, my champion?
He'll look up, see if he can see what they're talking about.
As you look out across the vast blackness, your eyes start to focus on a string coming from the center of your chest and branching out into many different paths before you, as well as others of different people. You don't know who, but you also see other shadows on the sides and in front of you. All these webs of branching. You see some being cut, some being, just created. You see them all for what they are. The paths of life's before you.
Yes. Many threads.
Yes. And yours? She points to 2 opposing sides. One that ends, and one that continues. Shall we see what your friends can do?
Yeah. I've got confidence in them.
Alright, give me 1 second to get the boys back in, okay?
Mm-hmm. Just before you pull them back, Kiatrin he takes a moment just to look at it, brings a hand up to the thread and asks, will I always see a thread if someone's about to die?
Not necessarily. But that is all. And you still feel comforted by the wings, but you feel the hands leave you.
I signed up for this. Let's see it to the end.
Yeah. As we cut back to... as we cut back to Bavine just kneeling over, he grabs the residuum. You see those flames once more burn. While not necessarily as grandiose as the diamond before, it still just breaks across Kiatrin, and you see it start to just go into his pores, the flames almost melting it like liquid glass as it just starts to go here and there. And he's just like, all right, come on. And I would like to post what I rolled, because it's kind of funny.
69.
No.
Nat 20.
A
Nice.
natural 20 to bring back Kiatrin.
Wow.
As the glass disappears, you guys stick for a quick minute. And then suddenly, Kietrin, you open your eyes, the blackness is gone, and you see the concerned faces of your friends above you once more. You are at 1 HP.
His hand sort of comes up just to feel if there was like where the thread was, just to feel it, if it's still there or not.
Yeah. You don't feel so hot, obviously.
I hug him.
Ugh.
Covered in slime as he is.
Yeah, that's the one thing you noticed, Mallow. They're kind of covered in slime.
Oh.
Chin, you're okay.
It's all right.
Jeez. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go on.
As you say that, you feel a cold breath on the top of your head and just goes, I came back before you did.
Thank God.
That's it. No more dying, anyone. You're all banned.
My throat feels fucking awful.
Yeah, don't ask.
Okay.
It's best for you to Aurora to relax after a death experience. Now you know what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
My neck hurts.
How you feeling?
My neck feels like it just went through hell.
Hey. But you got devoured. I don't know what happened on the inside, but...
Inside the Thunder King was, you know those egg crab things?
Oh, no, not those.
Its stomach was full of them.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'm surprised your body was pretty intact. Still.
I struggled to bite through this hard skin.
Fair enough.
So you okay, right?
A hand like reached up to his neck just to feel like where it actually like dug in. It's like I wouldn't say all right. It's a good word for it, but I'm alive. Oh God. I haven't ate like this in forever.
You guys are kind of just sitting there, like just collapsed around, and the thing's like,
Storm King is dead, or Thunder King is dead. I don't care what his name. We got him.
Bavin's gonna look at you and Aurora. He's like, "Come here, you two. This will help a little bit, but we have time." All right, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on you.
Hell yeah.
So you get piss poor roll 16.
Me or
no, Kietrin. Get him back in the fight a little bit. Your wounds kind of heal. Your neck feels much better, though. Your inner throat really hurts.
Yeah.
And here's one for Aurora. 20. Wow. God damn. A lot of D8s and just shit rolls. All right. You all look in varying degrees of hurt as you guys look off into the distance and you see the fighting continuing on the tree.
now what?
I would say we could fight the tree now, but I think Ketrin and Aurora need to rest for a time being.
Yeah. And as you say that, Mal, you do see the trees around you are still whipping and tearing at anything close. You guys are out of the way currently, but the battle is not over, it seems.
Is there any place to actually rest so we can recuperate and be ready?
I mean, right where you are, but if you want to take a half hour while there's a battle going on.
I literally hardly have any of the spells right now. And I'm pretty sure most of the party is exhausted and used a lot of their stuff, so...
Can I roll to see if Kusnav gets breath back?
Yeah,
I would say the dragons got their breath back because they are resting a little bit. With enough time, you guys would roll 6s or 5s, so I'm not going to...
Yeah. Kusnav is going to act like, whatever the closest tree is, he's going to the lightning breath it right at the base.
Just starts immediately cracking over and falls over, and you see it start to wiggle on the ground. You see actually the base gets sucked into the ground at the same time.
Keep an eye out for the crab things. They come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Lockjaw looks around and just goes, I need to go help
We're
my
not safe
people.
here.
I need to help my
Yeah.
people.
Go help
We
your
are
people.
not safe here at all.
Yeah. He's gonna go off, and before he goes though, he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself at 3rd level. So 1 minute, I gotta do that. Sorry, I know, a lot of healing real quick.
Everybody's low health after that big fight.
You two,
Do you think you could fight?
I think I can fight for a little bit.
Well, I can as well.
I can
Who's
fight
not-
a little bit.
You're going to
sure?
die.
I have healing that I can still do, but I will be pretty useless at that point. But I can get this back into a fight if need be. Bavine looks ready. I was
Alright.
down a lot, so
I was gonna say, you hang back, try to heal.
I have one big spell right now that I could get all of us healed a good chunk.
Do it. We'll be able to participate at least.
Alright.
Yep.
He's
I don't
going
have
to-
any more potions for you though, so be careful.
Yeah, well, he's gonna cast mass Cure Wounds at 7th level, his highest fucking spell,
Wow.
and he got very damn close to rolling a problem. But y'all gain 29 points of healing
But,
Oh boy.
Better.
to everybody in the party. Lockjaw already ran off before he could do that to them, so don't worry about them.
Alright, well, I feel more than ready. Oof. I think I still have
I have more healing spells, but I would need to get closer. I have a decent one ready to go, but then I'm kind of stuck with little things, but
I think the best course of action for right now is to go wherever the front line of the fighting is, and maybe see if you can assist any of the lockdowns in the back line, and just try to stay out of the thick of it, because we're in no condition to get bogged down by this.
Boomy, you're looking pretty decent, right?
Yeah, I think I am the highest HP. I could be in the front line. In fact,
Yeah, and you're a fighter anyway.
Drop me off in the front line, basically.
Before we start and progress any more of this, I'm gonna give Ketrin a potion.
That's
Just in
what
case if something goes wrong.
That's what Bavine was gonna do. He's got one greater healing potion as he hands it to you, Kietrin.
Okay, thank you.
It's my
Alright, what?
last good one.
And you'll have a normal potion too, just in case.
A normal and a greater? Fucking beautiful, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I need
Alright.
to up Q-Snap's HP too.
Yep. By 29.
You think I could ride one of the dragons?
I can Q-Snap carry 2 people on her.
You and Mallow, yes. Not Kietrin.
Okay.
But Aurora's got Kietrin, so you all are good.
Mal, you get to be my rear gunner.
Alright.
This eldritch black things.
Sure.
Be careful
but
on
do
these backs. We don't know how to ride them properly. Not yet,
Do you
anyway.
think Ketrin should have some range too? I could help him out with that.
Oh, I've got some range. He can pull out like a small little dagger that he has.
So what's the plan? Me and Q-Snap's gonna support from the air and gonna drop. I guess we can fly over the battle actually.
Yeah, and as you hear that, you hear a mighty of pain out in the distance as you see a gout of fire appear.
You know what, Q-Snap? Go toward. Let's get on top of Q-Snap. Go towards that.
Let's go see what's going on with Vix and all that.
All right,
Yeah.
as you guys immediately take off from the ground. Kietrin, it's actually easier to ride Aurora than you thought. She's actually helping you balance easier.
He'll like give a bit of a pat, like thank you. I'm a little woozy.
Yeah, Aurora just, doesn't say a word, but she's concentrating on flying. And eventually, you guys actually pass Lockjaw, who yells at you. But
I was gonna say, if you see Lockjaw, I was gonna ask Q-Snap to swoop down, pick him up, and drop him off close to the front line so it doesn't take as long to get there.
that would reduce one of your dragon's speed.
Yeah.
Lockjaw's a pretty heavy individual, and also you guys are pretty heavy too.
Again, like as said, maybe it's best for me to go on another dragon if you want.
No, even if you... That's the... What other dragon?
Aurora, because I wasn't.
You're on Boomy, who's lighter than Keatrin. Keatrin's on Aurora.
I know. I'm
Like,
saying
should we
I
pick
could
it?
have been...
Oh, sorry.
Regardless of
I
who
want-
you go on, if you're going on Aurora, because I'm so heavy, it's going to slow Aurora down. And if you're with Kusnath, well, he's at his limit, so he can go at normal speed. But if he tries to pick someone else up, then he's going to be slowed down.
Yeah, sorry, I
Okay.
should have explained that better. I'm sorry.
How far away?
Oh,
How
good.
far away are we from the main fighting?
Well, with the dragon's speed, I was about to get to that. As you guys take off, it's a mighty rush. You just feel the acrid flames of burning trees here and there. You see different fighting. You see stegos knocking trees down. You see casters casting flames. You see melee fighters chopping. But it doesn't look like it's doing much.
Do we see the skeleton army?
Yeah, the skeletons are in there. It's comical. The skeletons are just chopping at the trees, and the trees are just bashing skeletons. It's just so... Yeah, it's just so comical because you just see, like, half-dead skeletons, like, chopping trees, like, with their heads knocked off. You also see, like, some crawling here and there. You see a zombie with its, like one leg gone as it, like, hops aimlessly towards a tree.
Oh god.
As you guys
Oh god,
eventually...
it's Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, and as you guys get closer, you start to see the base, or the ever-growing size of the parasitic oak. Wow, my words. Of the parasitic oak in front of you, and you see a red dragon just mauling and striking at it. And you see these tendrils lashing out at it, but it doesn't seem to be doing much damage to it. But it does seem to be hurting here and there, as it seems to be irritated as it just breathes fire on the oak. And then as you guys approach, it sees you, lets go, and comes over. It's bigger, obviously, than your dragons, being an adult, whereas yours are still young, technically. But as it comes over, the dragons don't have an adverse effect like they usually would to a chromatic. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But as it comes over, it's just like, I see you. Did you kill the Thunder King?
Yes,
Yeah.
We
he's dead.
did.
Good, we might need help here.
Yeah.
This is-
Question.
Hmm.
I have a thought. Back in Whitestone, something fucked with our magic at one point. You think it could fuck with the tree? Like, it created an area where magic wouldn't work.
I have to
Do you
roll.
know?
I have to roll for Vix in dragon form. Hold on.
Yeah,
Nah,
do you know anything about that?
She kind of just, like, cocks her head, and it's just like, right now, I really can't think of anything. A little preoccupied, and as you say that, you see a tree, like, spear just get shot straight at her from the parasitic oak, and she just growls at it, and it's just like,
Does it have any weaknesses that you can think of?
it's burning, but it's just taking a long time.
These parasitic oaks, do they have like some kind of heart or core or anything, or is this like a literal tree?
As far as I can tell, it burns like any other tree. However, it is fighting back.
What
We have to do something. I don't know if the...
Wait.
And as you see her, she looks around. My skeletons are dying.
I can see that.
I thought they were dead.
Okay. No time for jokes.
Boomy,
Yes.
Boomy. As you have fought resistance wars before when you broke out of the mines, roll me a general, just intelligence check at this point.
Fuck. Okay, intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kusnav's sheet. I need Boomy's sheet. Intelligence.
14. As you're looking around the battlefield, you see a Saurian literally get pierced through the heart with a root. You see another Saurian hack it off real quick and just like comfort their brother, but continue chopping trees. You see skeletons getting bashed here and there. You see the fire flickering. It doesn't seem to be slowing the oak down. It does seem to be hurting it. But you get the sense, if this keeps going on like it is right now, just trying to just whittle it down, you guys are going to lose this war of attrition. You need something big and something quick to take this thing down.
Is there any...
Hey, sorry.
All right. I was gonna say, is there any vital points that you've seen?
I
yet?
haven't relayed the information yet, I was gonna say.
All right.
Sorry.
Whatever. Go on.
Now I feel bad.
Just say it or don't speak.
Well, I don't like interrupting Mallow, but he kind of interrupted me. I was like, oh, now I just feel bad for interrupting Mallow.
Oh, I finished what I was saying, so go on ahead.
Move on. Go
Yeah.
on.
Here, while you're thinking of that, she just goes, I haven't seen any. There you go.
We are losing the war. We can't whittle this thing down. We'll lose everyone before it even goes down. This thing's too big.
Well, Mallow, you familiar with this type of tree, yes?
Yes.
Do you know if there's a central point that we could uproot it from?
Alright, I guess I need to roll a check, am I right?
It'd be more perception, actually, because it's a tree.
Alright.
Check. Yeah, the perception check. My god. I am tired tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
7s.
yeah, Mal, as you look at the base, you're like, base, maybe? But, I mean, it's thick with a lot of roots. I mean,
Wait.
Okay.
that's for Mallow.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, I was gonna say, Boomy.
Yes.
You still have that keg.
Yes.
Alright. Well, maybe we could ignite it more into flames. I still have a fireball. Just need to find a right spot for it.
What about the heart room that we were in before?
I was thinking that.
But the dragons are going to be way too big to get in there, unless there's another way in there.
I mean, you
Ripley,
know
have
you know the Thunder King fit in there.
Yeah, but the way we went in was a smaller way. We didn't see the big way in.
No, you went in the big way.
Yeah, we went the big way. Yeah, there
Yeah,
we
you
go.
walked through you walked through the front door.
You know, we walked in the big way. It's just
Would
it
it
was
be
also incredibly difficult to get out because of how many of those little buggers were in there.
out of curiosity?
Oh, also I forgot. Bavine has been running on the ground this whole time because he couldn't be picked
Yeah, I
up
was
by the
gonna
dragon.
ask. Who
I
picked up-
forgot
who picked
about
up the-
Bavine for a second. Don't worry, he's a centaur. He's got decent
Well,
movement.
I told Bavine to go help the dinosaurs.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what? There you go. Yeah, he's off there. So.
Because we're in the air and he can't really help us up here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since we went to that big cave that the Thunder King went through, but I know it's big enough for the Thunder King. Is it wide enough for a dragon's wingspan to say, X-wing trench run all the way in there?
Yes, yes, it is. I mean, your dragons are, like about, I'd say maybe Aurora's a little bit bigger at 12 feet, 12 feet long wingspan. But basically in D&D terms, they only take up a 2x2 grid. So
This is gonna be. I have an extremely dangerous idea. Remember the way we went to the heart chamber?
Yes.
We just dive in there and fly straight in, find anything that looks like a weak spot, and drop the keg and blow up and fly out.
Very well. Sure.
I don't think it might be too dangerous to risk both dragons.
Alright, I presume Kuznav is looking better out of both dragons right now.
Kuznav, I'm not sure how much health Aurora has, but I think Kuznav probably has more.
well, she's only got a couple since then, and Kuznav's got a
Yeah.
big healing. So I mean, it's a toss up. I mean, they're probably on actually about par a little bit, potentially.
What do you think? I volunteer to go in, but I want to know what you guys think.
I have these potions. I can make sure that I'm not going to die on the way down. I can be quick, get down there, put it down, and make my way out if we really need to.
I was just gonna find it and either stick it in or drop it, and have, if Mallow's gonna come with me, have Mallow ignite it, or have Kuznav ignite it with her breath.
Well, I have a fireball, which is really strong, so take that as you will.
Aurora's just looking back at you, Kitchen.
What do you want
Like I
to
said,
do?
I don't think it's so risky. I wouldn't want to risk all of us on this maneuver. Kuznav,
Wait.
what do you think? Would you want to risk it?
To to save people? I risk everything. Aurora just nods in sentiment. She looks haggard, but she's willing to give it her all.
How about this? I can get us down there very quickly. I'm not sure we're gonna have a safe way out. Can you defend the entrance? And if you see anything coming for second reinforcements, if you see any movement in the tunnel, come in, kill it. Give us the easiest way out.
You might be the fastest, but
I can
fight without getting on the ground.
Yes, and as you guys are talking, you see a tree pick up a stego and just break its back as it just crashes it across the ground.
We're just talking too much here. We need to do something now.
I'm just seeing if I got anything in my inventory real quick.
1 second, I'm gonna do that too. See if I get anything worth using.
Yeah, Vix is going back to fighting, but yeah.
Vix! We have a plan! Could use you for it though.
1 sec! She just smashes into the tree one more. You see its bark flying here and there. She scratches at it, but it seems to be hard. As she flies away, she does take a spear right through the chest, but she just shrugs it off. She's hurt, but she does seem to be holding her own with what she's got right now.
Does she return?
Yeah.
Vix, there is a way into the heart of this tree. And one of us, we have explosive and magic. We could go in and set something off on the inside. But we need someone to ensure the entrance stays clear for our escape. Think you can be that one?
She just nods.
Now, which one of us is going in? Or should both? If we all go in, it's risky. We could go down. But if one of it goes down, the other could save us or something. Save someone.
I'm going in no matter what it is.
Well, then you're with me then, and Kusnaf is with me. So it's either me and Kusnaf, and Mallow, or all of us, I guess. Can we risk it?
You have the potions. I have one. That's your choice, Ketrin.
Okay. Did we ever say that Ketrin figured out what was in the robe of useful items, or does he have to put it on and find out himself?
I mean, you got patches on it that have pictures, so I would say you could potentially figure it out.
Okay, well, in that case, he'll start putting on the robe of useful items. Be like, all right, well, if that's gonna happen, I think this may come in handy. Let's.
So we're all going in there at once.
Yeah, Aurora.
Aurora nods. All right. As 3 dragons dive into the maw of the Thunder King's home. I need to roll something for, because she's been using her flame breath like constantly. Wait,
I was saying, we probably figure out the order we're going in. Maybe Aurora in the front, because I'm ranged and I can fire off a range, and Kusnaf can better pinpoint aim her strike, while Aurora needs a cone in front of her to use her breath.
Yeah, and I need to be. I'll be in front. Aurora will be behind me. You guys behind Aurora and all that.
Okay, shape change does last an hour. Thank God. Okay, just need to know that. As you see the red dragon land. Suddenly, the body starts to convulse and twist as it grows taller and bigger. As you see something you all have fought before. As a Goristro appears before you.
That'll work.
As it just starts to hammer into the tree and roar, you see fire, lightning, just different elements just crashing into it. You see the blue bugs try and just get on it, but they can't affect the maw that big as it just crunches down and chews them and spits them out as she makes a way in for you.
Thank you. Let's go.
I aim Aurora right into the opening and fall right behind Ketrin. We're doing a trench run, baby.
As you guys go flying in, I need a dex saving throw from both the dragons immediately as they go showering in the bugs.
Well, that mouths are big enough that they can't get really hit by him. Right?
No, but it's to see if you guys get him.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this for Aurora or Keatron?
Aurora.
Aurora, okay, cool. I did it right then.
Ooh.
Oh.
Aurora, just being the dexterous one in her lithe form, she does like a corkscrew in there, just batting them with her wings, creating a tunnel. However, Kuznath, not necessarily being the most dexterous dragon out there, kind of barrels right through, and Boomy and Mallow, you each get one on your bodies, and you feel like a couple more landing on your packs as they start to crawl over you.
Well, as we're flying through these things, I'll try to get them off us.
Okay, roll the hit with disadvantage as you are flying on the back of a dragon, swinging your sword around, trying to cut things on your own person and your friends.
Okay, disadvantage.
Yep.
24.
Easy enough. You slice them off easily. Just just quickly as you guys continue flying in. You know it took a couple minutes to get down, but you are moving faster than when you guys originally came in because you were being stealthy last time. As you just barrel in, I'm gonna need one more. I'm gonna need one more dex saving throw from both of them again as they're barreling through.
Okay.
How many children does this tree have?
Ooh.
The wall is so thick with these things as they just rain down just from above you through the roots, and you all get them on you now.
I'll keep slashing and removing
Yeah,
them
you
from
guys are
myself.
covered. She is covered as well. Everybody's taking bites. In fact, Aurora and Kuznath are going to suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage apiece as they're just getting under their scales and biting them in their soft flesh.
All right, so I'm gonna cast magic missile against several of them.
Okay, which you're just so it's 3 bolts.
Yeah, so I can at least get 3 of them off.
Yeah, you start firing and they just rocketing off. All right, Keatron, you are surrounded by them.
Yeah, do I need to make a dex check to see if I'm gonna get caught or not?
They're not jumping on you yet. They've just landed on Kuznath and Aurora at this point.
I'm keeping headway and just making sure that I'm first so I can do something if something comes up.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you're on the
bugs
back of a
are
dragon,
on-
so
The bugs are
I'm on the dragon?
Aurora.
yeah.
Oh, I thought I was in front of Aurora.
No, you
You're
guys.
front running. Remember she's faster than you?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're-
no.
Yeah, you never
I'm
dismounted.
used to seeing 60 feet to 40 feet. Alright, and I'll just attack things on Aurora's back to make sure she's not getting fucking
All right, roll
overwhelmed.
me a hit.
Quarterstaff.
Which you're not raging, so
This is the normal one.
yeah. 14, that hits. You just start squashing the bugs, just psh, 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 psh. They do seem to be, taking less, but they are still getting covered. There's some you can't reach because they're all the way out at the tail and everything, but you are lessening it up, and none appear to be around you. Boomy, you can make a couple attacks if you want, or a attack too if you want.
Yeah, I'm slashing and stabbing them off.
I do have my
Kicking
throwing
them and
knife.
stuff.
I understand
So
that.
I can use that.
Keatron, just for the sake of brevity, I'm just doing it this way, okay?
Okay.
All right, 25. Same thing, Luafei. You're just slashing and hacking. You guys are killing them off, but there's just so many. But you are reducing damage potentially to your dragons at the same time. All right.
Keep going!
Yeah, and as you say that, Boomy, you get hit in the head with one. Doesn't hurt, but it rings off your helmet as you guys do appear in the central tower. As my hat just fell off the ground. What the hell?
It fell off the ground? My
Yeah.
god, it's flying.
I know. As you guys appear in the central area, there are bugs all over. It's like a sea of moving eggshells with just clittering, clacking noises. And you see the pool below you. What you gonna do?
Okay, there's the magic pool. Do I see anything like above us? Like, how tall is the chamber?
The chamber wasn't exactly giant, but it was a good 40 feet up, if I remember correctly. But right now, it's being covered in writhing of those blue egg-like. I'm just gonna call them insects, just to keep it easy. Okay.
Aurora. I need you to freeze that pool down there. Freeze it. Solid.
Okay, she's gonna let out her breath. She does. I'm gonna roll something. Alright. She freezes it. You see that the top of it starts to freeze. But underneath that water is still bubbling and roiling now with red goo.
Yes.
Should've
Do
figured.
you think the pool is the heart?
No, I think what's under it is the heart. I was hoping to maybe starve it, but it doesn't seem to have frozen completely.
Alright, as you guys talk, I need another dex save throws from the dragons.
Yeah.
Ah, dear.
Alright.
Rolls are not
Who's
gonna
that?
do it.
Oh, that's alright. That's the wrong one. That was liver face. Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell.
22. Okay.
And as you guys sit there, the dragons are just battering with their wings, the wind keeping the bugs off from this turn.
Let's talk. Just throw the keg.
Okay. We don't know what the weak part. Okay, I want to make a perception check. Do I see anything that could be the weak point?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. 14.
14, as you look around, you're quickly looking and scanning, but all you see is just these blue moving eggshells just all around right now. Can't see anything right now.
Are they near the pool?
They're all around. They're not going in the pool.
Shit.
But the pool is currently frozen on top now.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take my Shadow Blade, hop off Aurora's back, and go stab where I remember the eggs being.
Okay, you're jumping off onto the water.
Onto the water, and I'm going to run across and stab where I remember
Okay.
it being.
Well, you're gonna need to break through the ice. That's number one.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong like that.
I know. And just for sake of brevity, do you want to just do like a superhero like punch down just to try and do it just for shits and giggles? To, like go through the ice?
Sure.
All right. Roll me.
An armed attack.
I was gonna say, roll me a strength check, please, to break through the ice first.
Okay. Strength check. Athletics or just strength?
You know what? Screw it. I'll give you athletics. This is a strong man feat. Come on. 25. Okay, roll me to hit.
Unarmed or quarterstaff? Oh, sorry, no, that's
You're using your
sword.
blade,
Yeah.
which instantly,
Right.
Boomy, as that blade goes off, you are currently in darkness for a quick second, as it just plunges to the ground.
God damn it! Can't join the clan.
15. All right. You break through. You instantly hit the water beneath. And as you strike down, you feel it go into silty bottom.
Hmm. Do you want me to do damage or did I miss?
There's nothing down there to hit.
Okay.
As you're just sitting there under there, you feel the water boiling and roiling around you, which, hold on, I need to check something real quick, if you don't mind.
Go for
Oh
it.
dear.
Because you jumped in the pool.
I'm also immune to poison
I know.
and disease.
He's also immune to the DM.
No, I'm not.
He's immune to the plot.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, cool. Is this a charmed effect?
No.
Only I'm allowed to ask that.
No, I can too.
Yeah,
Damn.
he can.
I can also do it if it's a fear effect. 18.
18. As you dive in the pool, you feel something in your stomach just start to churn and roil as you instantly just start to cough underwater. But however, you do have
fun.
that necklace of adaptation, but something
Sure.
doesn't feel right. Something does not feel right, Kitrin.
Yeah, I have an idea what it might be.
Okay.
That's your turn, though, Kitrin, as you guys see that.
Kusnath.
Real quick, Burnt, roll for Aurora's breath again, real quick.
Yeah. Aurora's breath. Let's see what she does. Fair. No.
Nope. Okay, go ahead, Fen. Sorry, I just need to get that out of the way.
She rolled all the sixes in the last
In
fight.
a big chamber surrounding a pool of water. Kusnath, straight above the pool. Breath there, clear it out, see if there's anything there. The bugs are hiding.
Oh.
In the pool?
No, like straight up above the pool, like the ceiling above it.
Okay, all
Just
right.
looking for anything. I think we'll set dead center of the room over the pool. Might be something.
All right, she lets loose the lightning bolt. Unfortunately, it's not widespread as a, ice blast, but it does pierce through the bugs, and as they start to, like, clamber over for the quick couple seconds, like, a dozen of them are just dropping dead. In that time, I need Mallow and Boomy to give me a perception check, please, because I'm assuming, Mallow, you're looking to at this point.
Yeah.
Would Goosenap need one too?
She's breathing right now.
17.
Okay.
14.
I try as you guys might, even with that low spread, you're looking, but it's just a quick pinhole, and the bugs instantly cover it again.
Shit. I think
They're
something
right.
might be there.
I need the dragons to make me another dex save throw, please.
My goodness, I'm just screaming internally right now.
I know.
Mallow, how many fireballs do you have?
1! So,
The dragons are fine still. Their wings are keeping the bugs away from, as it's not as thick and congested here.
You
They're
have
spread a
any
little
other
bit more.
spells you could do to clear an area?
okay.
Fireball's a pretty big one.
Yeah, but
Yes.
we might need that to set the,
The keg.
Nope. I might be able to set it ablaze myself with a gunshot, though. So.
Interesting point of
Fuck.
order on that. A gun will not necessarily set off gunpowder because it's not phosphorus.
Ah, true.
You would have to get...
I also have a black powder stick. I could stick a keg somewhere and then stick the black powder stick with it.
Potentially, yeah, but don't... I will say there are consequences to that one too because of, namely, bugs, but you get my point, so...
Yes.
All right. Either way, Keitrin, you are in water right now. What are you doing?
I'm having a look. Is there anything that looks like it could be a pulsing heart underneath here?
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. Perception check. Where are you? There you are. 15.
15. As you look, the water around you is just churning and roiling. It's kind of like a deep red, so you're like seeing through a film, like a bad movie kind of deal. And as you do that, you feel your gut twist again. I need you to give me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna start making my way to the surface after this. 16.
16. And as you start to make your way to the surface, you feel at peace. Like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
You don't want to swim to the surface. You
I'll
want to
just
stay.
keep looking around then.
You want to stay in that pool.
Oh, this is going horribly.
Roll for Aurora, I guess.
Yep. Roll for Aurora for her ice blast. See if she gets it, because I know what she's gonna do real quick. Potentially. Keitrin?
Oh, yep, sorry. I'm right. I thought you said Kuznap. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, wait. Kuznap doesn't sound like Aurora. Question mark.
Question mark. I thought the DM was tired. Hold up.
Everybody's tired, I guess.
No, no.
She's just...
Aurora's just gonna keep using... Well, no, she's not gonna keep using. She's gonna look around as well to see if she can find any sort of vital point that they've been talking about.
Yeah, we'll work on that in a second. We're going to figure out what the other two are doing, because I'll save that. I'm basically saving with perception checks kind of deal, so... Roll for
Yeah.
Kuznath, please. She does get her lightning back as you see the lightning crackle once more.
You know what? Kuznap is gonna fly up closer to the ceiling at an angle to the center. And okay, I'm gonna describe this. It's gonna be. She's gonna do something.
I know what
risky,
you're
but she's
You're gonna
do
want to
it.
do it like a row across.
No, she's gonna like fly up straight up, turn upside down, like plant her feet on the ceiling. This for a split second, and repulsion breath towards the center to blow off the insects.
I need both. If she's gonna do that, I need you to make athletics along with Mallow.
Oh yeah, she has people on his back. Okay, she won't
Yep.
do that. She'll just get up close to the ceiling and do it then. So just risk getting bugs in us.
There is again. Don't forget, Dragon Snakehead. She could angle it where she's not gonna knock you guys off. However, she might be clearing bugs onto you. So we'll see what happens.
Well, she's gonna be blowing away from us, but some might jump on us anyway. I'm thinking.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, alright. So, at that angle, if she's going to do it that way, you two are going to have disadvantage because you're going to be looking along the line of it, so you might not be able to see necessarily pockmarks.
Ah.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, new plan.
Like,
Mallow, if you got anything, you can step in at any point if you want to do something, Mallow.
I just want
Fucking
to throw the pig.
Use the fireball, Mellow!
Crying out loud.
We need to find it. We can't see shit.
Fine, very well. Criminy Christmas. I thought I had a good plan. He's gonna cast Fireball right in the middle of the ceiling because they seemed eager.
Alright, I need Kuznath, Aurora, and Boomy to make me a perception check, please, as he does this immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, you instantly wipe out just a ton of those fuckers. How many charges are left in your staff, by the way?
4.
Okay, you're good then. Remember the reason, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do our rolls suck at this very moment?
I know, I'm sorry, man.
Do I have anything that helps me? I only have something that's helped me with saving throws.
Well, okay. Did you roll for Kuznath? Did you roll for yourself? Oh, Mallow?
Oh, I'm not supposed to. Okay.
No, I'm waiting for Boomy.
Alright.
22.
Aurora and Boomy, as you guys look up, you see off to the center where Kuznath had just fired her lightning breath, there's a little crevice that looks like it could hold it. And Boomy, with your mind, if you put it there, you're gonna weaken a lot of roots real quick, and as tall as this thing is, it might bring this fucker down, depending on how this works.
Yeah!
I'm not a goddamn horse!
I will take the keg out of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I will jam that keg of magical stuff on it right before where the bugs are being closed back in. Jam it right in there.
Yeah, you guys fly up immediately. It's gonna take your action to position it there, unless you want to do it quickly.
I will take my action to do it.
Okay. Mallow, you guys are like right at the roots. You see the bugs are coming back in, but you're just kind of just sitting there, you know, ready to go and everything as Boomy's just setting this up just right to do it. I need only Aurora because they blew away the other bugs to make me a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm. That's perception, not a dex. That's the one we want.
She's fine. She's just battering them back. You just see like the airflow. And Kietrin, as you sit in that pool, you start to think to yourself, why do I keep helping these people that always put me down? Why do I always want to just work with these people, these goody two-shoes? I'm tired of this.
No.
This is bad. I don't like this anymore. I could work with this tree. It'd be easier. Wouldn't have to be great. Roll me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Oh, fun.
It's a good.
23.
Ooh.
And as you're thinking that, you suddenly feel a claw grab onto you and pull you out of the water as Aurora comes smashing down to the ground and pulls you out and just is like, Kietrin, wake up! And instantly, your mind is clear once more as you survive being fucking corrupted, you motherfucker.
Good.
Oh, an evil Kietrin would be so cool. It's like Kietrin and the cooler Kietrin.
He applies
cooler
dark eye shadow.
Kietrin. Oh my god.
Listen to my alchemical romance. Oh,
Ah, you know the Bard band I've been working on, I see.
yes.
Anyway, at that point, Aurora puts you back on her back and is just like, stay with us.
Yep. Got some of that in my lungs. That wasn't great. Blah.
Yeah, your stomach still... You actually look at your stomach, Kietrin.
Yeah.
It feels like... You ever just like eat bad food and you just get food poisoning and just that rock sticks in your stomach? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Think about that 10 times worse, to the point where your stomach is actually distended.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up later. Oh.
All right. As you guys plant that, I'm guessing you guys are gonna want to start taking off.
Yeah.
Roll for the dragon's
that-
breast, please. Oh wait,
I
no,
didn't
Kuz.
use.
Rep.
You have to use those.
Yep, because that's still good. Roll for Aurora, please.
Oh,
Is-
Yeah, no, that is Aurora.
Yep. All right. Unfortunately, no. She's
Kusnap is just gonna fold her wings in and begin falling straight back, aiming up as she does. If I was riding on her still. And we get foul enough away, gonna let loose the lightning breath right on the keg as soon as the bug's being
She
called
doesn't
over
need
it.
to fold her wings. If she does that, she's gonna. If she
describe it
does
from
that,
rule of
she's
cool.
gonna crash to the ground because you fall 60 feet around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like she. Well, okay, she like folds, twists, fires, and then reopens and flies towards the exit as it explodes.
Okay, I'll say she can have enough. She has enough range with her blast that she could hit it from across the room.
Yeah,
However-
so we're getting out there and we're blasting that shit.
Yeah, I do need her to make me a quick perception check, please. As the bugs have started to crawl over it.
Kusnap, don't you fail the perception today. You have +5. 14.
And as you fly away, Kuznath turns her head with you on their back, and she lets out the electricity as it crackles through and strikes. And for a moment, you think, son of a... Poof! As immediately a giant fireball starts to consume the area. I need dex saving throw from Kuznath as she tries to get away. Aurora's up in front, getting out quicker.
Oh god, we just blew up the Death Star and we're still inside.
Yep. And this, look, it's kind of instantaneous.
I mean, it's not the cool, slow movie fireball that we got to fly away from.
No, this real life, bitch. You gonna get hit if you fuck up.
Okay, Kusnap, get a deck saving throw. Don't crash into the wall. Ah, 9. That's not good.
She's all right. You all are
We're
gonna
getting sick.
take.
We're getting singed, and it's a magical explosion, too. That's
I
the
know.
magical
This is why
stuff.
this is gonna hurt like a motherfucker, and it's a keg of gunpowder. So
There is rules for the explosion of a keg in the guide, but I'm not sure. if
I
this-
know, but you're
this
on the
magic
outside.
keg-
You're on the outside of it, so
So this magic keg is going to be a bigger explosion.
Yeah, kind of.
yeah. Well, let's just put it this way:
It's meant to make the shrapnel that it fires
Kuznath,
magical.
Mallow and Boomy all take 23 points of fire damage as it just rolls over you before Kuznath can get out of the way of it.
Kusnap is still up.
Mallow,
I'm still up, thankfully.
What?
Boomy, that hurt.
Yes, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As you guys fly out, and immediately you start to hear this. If I don't burp in my mic, sorry.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
You start to hear this. As you start to hear just something just reverberating through this giant tree.
Doesn't sound that good.
The bugs do stop dropping, however, which is nice, so you don't have to deal with that. However, as you guys break through the entrance, you see the Goristro on the ground as it looks at you. It is just covered in just all this, like, the little, like, gore of just these things. The yellow egg yolk is just all over it as it looks to the top of the tree and just nods and starts climbing. What you guys see on the outside is a broken portion of the tree as it is swaying here and there. It looks like it might need a little bit more.
Kusnap. I point at the damaged tree. Kill.
Aurora looks at it and just goes, I have a plan, Kitrin. Do you trust me?
Go for it. Tell me what you
Alright.
need me to do.
All right. And as you guys go, the dragons immediately fly higher into the air. And as they do, they get to the top of the tree, and I need them to make bird noises.
Yeah.
I need them to make strength checks as they slam into the tree, pushing against that broken area.
Come on, Goosenaff. You can do it. I believe in you.
26.
Thank God it wasn't
All right.
inside.
Hold on, I need a roll for something down below.
Keatron's on the back. He's gonna go in and take a punch as well.
It's more about pushing than punching.
He'll throw himself at the tree.
All right, go ahead. Make me a strength check.
Why not?
He can run down.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Keatron. You are tired as fuck as you push against this groaning tree. Hold on a minute.
Do I see any cracks or anything like below us out of
this high? No. You saw that gouge that you guys made with that with the magical burst. Hold on a minute. Where is the damn?
I just got an idea.
Oh. Well, you're pushing right now. Mallow,
Yeah.
Boomy, is there anything you want to try?
Well, we're not anywhere near the actual like cracking or splintering.
No, but
thing,
I mean,
so...
you got range that could potentially help? Do you have spells that could potentially push things? I mean, there's other ideas here.
I mean, I have an ability that does force damage, but I don't think it forces any.
I mean, force is pushing technically. If you want to try it.
Okay, I will whip out the.
All right. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
3 times.
And I will whip out the. The barker, because that's the biggest shell I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume I got back a point of grit for killing the.
Yeah, I will say you got that back. Yeah.
Yeah, I will expend that grit point to use a forceful shot.
Oh, there you go. Now that's thinking.
Do I still have forceful shot?
I
still have forceful shot. Yes.
All right.
The big old shell and big old push.
Yes. Also, sorry for dropping the music. I was losing frames.
Got it.
So I know it's an intense moment. And I'd love intense music, but it's just like I don't have the frames.
And well, because it's a gun, I have to roll the thing.
Yep.
That doesn't misfire. Okay.
No, it does not. All right, you fire into it. The tree can't make that. All right, it's definitely going to help. Go ahead, roll your force damage there, Mallow.
All right, will do. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, fucking hits. Okay, that hits, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you just see that tri-beam of energy as Mallow fires it in one quick blast on the tree. All right, this is definitely going to help down below with what Vix is trying to do. As she's climbing up, going for that hole.
Oh, shit. I haven't updated my save DC for my forceful shot in a while.
Well, that is honestly probably... Ooh, hold on a minute.
There's 8 plus proficiency plus dex.
Yeah, as you just see down below, you guys got good enough perception. You just see just this Garisto crash, and because it's a structure, they kind of do double damage.
Oh no!
Yeah, and she fucking hit like a truck. And yeah, I'm just gonna give just one. See if the tree's gonna be defiant to you fuckers. No. Now with a natural fucking 1, it ain't. As you guys just pound into the tree, the dragon's pushing and straining, you firing your shots. Keatron, you pushing as best you can, and down below you just hear this Goristro just smashing more of just the sides and this and roaring out as suddenly there's an almighty as you see a giant crack form right where the Goristro is, as you just start to see the tree ever so slightly as it starts to fall, picking up speed. Down below, the combatants start to immediately run away. I gotta make a dex saving throw for fucking.
Is it best to say timber?
Yep. And as the tree goes crashing to the ground,
How tall
dust.
is this thing? Like a mile high?
No, not a mile high, but it was a good 500 feet.
Damn.
It was pretty damn ass big. As you guys just see it crash to the ground, the amount of just broken trees underneath it crack and groan, wood splinters go flying from where it's breaking. Just give me a general dexterity saving throw from the dragons, because they're just flying with so much goddamn force.
Okay. Actually, Katrin's on the tree. Should he make a dex save as well?
You have flying jutes, and yes, you should.
True. Dexterity save. Both. Yeah,
Okay.
Aurora and Katrin are set.
Yeah, you guys are easy to dodge. Kuzneth, kind of a little winded, doesn't see one giant spike coming to them, and unfortunately is going to do 6 points of piercing damage as it kind of gets lodged right in her forearm, and she screams in pain.
Oh, Zorn.
Did she really?
She has 2 health left. She is bad.
You motherfucker!
Dagnabbit!
You don't see what happened to Vix as you guys just stare below as this tree has cracked and broken, as you start to see the trees all around fall silent. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Woo!
Oh
Okay.
boy, okay.
Y'all are beaten and broken.
I needed to update my saving throws for my great abilities. I haven't done that in so long.
Well, you should have done that.
Yeah, I just realized when I was looking at them.
I'm going to go grab a drink.
I had him at 17, which was a long time ago, but they're actually now at 21.
Nice.
Or does not feel like getting her breath back today.
No. Sorry, man. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a drink.
Ooh! We killed a tree!
Congrats.
I've been training for this my entire life.
Fuck
Heck
you,
yeah,
Greenpeace!
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
okay? I think he died.
Huh?
You sound like you
heard
fell
you.
over and died.
No, that's just my fridge.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you, you tree-hucking hippies.
I've been punching trees my entire life.
You prepared for this battle.
Yeah.
I have.
Final engagement.
Yeah. By the way,
Punch
cool thing about shape change. You can fucking change creatures on the fly.
True, true.
And I'm like, a dragon would be cool down there, but a Garistro makes way more sense for her.
Yeah, she's smart.
Yeah,
As much as a dragon's cool, we've already got dragons. That's not the wow factor anymore. A Garistro, that thing hurts like a motherfucker, and that coming out to fight a tree is like, okay.
Plus, it was probably the
Okay.
better choice because it's a siege animal. So she didn't know what you were gonna do, but I mean, and I had plenty of scenarios for you guys to work with this. You chose one of them, which was nice.
Yeah. So, why I tried to punch? I was thinking I could stun the tree, so any sort of resistance it had wouldn't work. It was very unlikely it would happen, but I had key points left, so I said,
Well,
"Fuck
let's
why
put it
not?"
this way: you thought the Thunder King had high con? Try a tree.
Hey, so I have to ask. I have
Yeah.
to ask.
Hmm.
My other plan was to fly to the top of the tree and see if there's a way, like, straight down into its core from up top.
No.
Yeah.
You
That
guys
is
chose.
dive-
You guys
dive
chose a
bomb
good
into it.
plan, honestly. Though we'll see what happens later.
It just took a while to get to finishing that said plan.
Look, in war zones, I'm not gonna be that DM that's gonna let you talk for 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
fair.
shit,
and I get
shit's
that.
gonna be happening, and
I'm going
Yeah.
I'm going to take a hunk of this tree and carve a stock from it for my next gun.
hey,
All right,
Here's
but
one.
we're on an unconscious dragon right now, so let's see how that would turn out.
no. She has 2 health.
She has
She's
2
still,
health. She
she's still
has
up.
2 health.
Oh,
I
okay.
I'm flying with her. I'm gonna give her a health potion. I now have a regular one, thank you.
I would say
Yeah.
potentially don't bother.
I don't know if anything's gonna come smack
As
him,
your
and he
DM,
looks
I'm
real
trying
bad.
to I'm trying to help you not waste equipment.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna be fair to you, okay? Plus,
Kuznav is going
you got Bavine.
Kuznav is going to fly down towards the army in a
Well,
light.
we're
up
not
in
back
front of
yet.
them.
We're not back yet.
Aw. I'm excited.
I know you are. You guys defeated the boss, and then the boss's boss.
So Zorn, just for
Yeah?
shits and giggles, can you roll a con save just to see if it would have happened? Just for shits and giggles.
Does a 40 strike you?
It hits me, yes, but I said saving throw, not
I did.
not the hit.
It rolled a 40.
I know, I was making a joke.
I know. I rolled it, and it rolled a 40.
Mm-hmm.
Con was one of its high stats. If you try
I don't doubt
charisma, try the charisma of a tree. It's probably got a minus.
Oh, in that case, I'll try and charm the tree and make a stunning strike that I don't fucking.
Tree doesn't understand language.
No, that's a lie. Because I talking to the sun and moon, it understands anything I say.
Uh-huh. You got really lucky, motherfucker, by the way. Your stomach is still distended, though, so.
I know that. He's gonna have to throw up later.
We're gonna have to perform surgery on Kieran to get that thing out of him.
What thing out of? Isn't it just water? I'm
Yeah,
corrupt.
man.
Well, corrupting, I guess.
All right. Well, anyway, are you guys ready to continue, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys fly down through the battlefield, you see that some people didn't make it out of the blast zone. You see a couple that, took a spear to the chest. They seem to be attended by the wounded. You also see a couple skeletons just here or there. But, I mean, they're skeletons. Who gives a shit?
Two staff are lights on the ground. Kind of roughly. She's not in best shape. She was kind of a little bit of a rough landing.
And as you guys look towards the tree where the Garistro was, you see coming out of the timber the Garistro with a giant fucking splinter running straight through its stomach.
Oh, that doesn't look great.
He just kind of lets out a language. None of you speak Abyss. No, Kitchen would understand it.
Yeah,
if it's infernal, I understand it. But
nope, it's abyssal.
Yeah.
As it just goes, yeah.
Yeah, you, Bavine, can you?
Bavine's gonna take some time. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Bavine's gonna take some time. He had a long way to run, and while you guys still did other stuff, him and Lockjaw are still trying to book it here. So, as you see that, and as you guys survey around the battlefield, Kiatran, your eyes alight on the body of Heavy Scale, leaning over something.
Oh no! He'll rush on over. Fuck.
You rush on over, and as you do, Heavy Scale is sobbing as you look down on the ground and see the body of Brighthorn sitting there, his face completely smashed in what appears to have been by a tree.
It's still intact?
It's crushed. Basically, he got his head, like, completely crushed.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Just for the sake of it. They've helped us out so much. I'm gonna try. He'll pull out his book and try to cast Revivify. With it once per day.
No.
A week or whatever the fuck it is. Week,
No.
yeah, sorry, my bad.
No.
No?
It's once per 30 days.
Is it 30 days? Oh,
Yep.
okay, well, I'll still cast it. I'm gonna try. They've helped us out so much.
Roll me a d20.
D20. I almost reached my actual dice. 11.
What's your wisdom modifier?
Oh, my wisdom modifier is a +6, I think. So that would be a 17 off the top of my head. Wisdom modifier is +8, so that would be a 19.
Okay. I need to roll something. Because you didn't check to see how long he'd been dead.
Yeah, I hoped it was recent.
And as you cast Revivify, you see the dark tendrils of inky blackness that you know very well kind of sputter out towards him. And as you cast it, you see them go in. And you see it disappear into his veins once more, like before. And unfortunately, his body does not stir.
Fuck. he'll sort of reach on over and just pat Heavy Scale on the back lightly. I'm sorry.
She just sighs and just goes, "He fought a good fight. I've known him since we were hatchlings." She's just crying.
Well,
She's a warrior. But even death has its, toll.
it was his time. And let's be real. What's more badass than dying to something that's threatened for centuries, right? And we won.
She just nods. She's still very emotional, but your words do. Actually, you know what? Go give me a charisma. Give me a persuasion check.
I am not. Actually, no. You know what? I have +3 apparently. It's not that bad.
You're above average. You're above
Persuasion.
average.
Natural 20.
All right, we'll continue with what I was saying. You see that your words are definitely taking effect to her. She just kind of nods and just goes, "He will be at peace." Yes.
He'll be remembered as a
She also
hero.
kind of like shakes her head, figuring out that you're actually speaking her language now. It's weird.
Yeah.
Mallow and Boomy, you also see this.
I think it's best if I stay out of it.
Yeah.
But I hope he has a good afterlife. Well, I guess to say, how many people do you think died, Zorn?
Yeah, I was gonna say, look around the devastation, see how many people died.
Probably a perception check, you two. Mallow,
Everyone-
there's a
everyone's
lot of
dead.
skeletons around. A lot of people died. The tree stripped them.
Oh my goodness, so many!
I don't want to make. I don't wanna
Somehow
make-
there are more dead here than what you remember marching in. You don't understand it.
Yeah, and your tears are kind of obstructing it. Boomy, you look around. Kind of
I
like
can't
Mallow,
count.
there's a lot. Especially, you see a lot of corpses. Some skeletons, some zombies. Saurians, but it's just like, the battlefield was large, and you don't know how many they lost even to just get to this point. Eventually, after about another 10 minutes or so, Bavine and Lockjaw make their way in, with Lockjaw actually riding on Bavine.
You know what? I've seen weirder, but wow.
Bavine can actually carry Lockjaw, being as heavy as he is, because he's actually part horse, so he actually doubles his amount.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So, Lockjaw, the Thunder King's dead. Its master's dead. A lot of our people are dead.
I see that.
Do you have?
Brighthorn
Perhaps,
being one of them, unfortunately.
You just see him
I
sigh.
would normally say this might be the time for a rousing victory speech, but
No. Think worse. Well,
He kind of pats you on the shoulder as he actually starts to walk up the tree. But go ahead with you guys real quick.
nah, like really, Mallow doesn't know what to say. Yeah, he just kind of just sits there, kind of relieved that everything, all of that is over now.
I follow Lockjaw.
Yeah.
I guess Kusnap probably follows me.
No, she's sitting where she is, Captain. She ain't moving. She's
Licking her
hurt.
wounds. She's
Yeah.
licking her wounds.
Yeah, basically. And the dragons are kind of sitting next to each other. You know what I mean? The Garistro actually does, like, bamf out of its thing, which when it does, you see that splinter just fall to the side with a, breaking crunch. Vix actually looks hurt. And she's just like, whew. But as...
How does Splinter feel?
Honestly, I've had worse.
Have you died once?
A couple times, actually, but we'll not go there. I think we should let Lockjaw speak.
Very well.
As you guys look up, Lockjaw does take a stand and lets out a victory roar that does more to aid in like the calling of his people. You know what I mean? Just to hear him. As he just sighs, he takes his greatsword and he just plants it into the tree, and you actually see him sit down on it, you know, just his feet hanging off as he just looks out over the crowd. I'm not going to try and tell you that this was some great victory or great loss or whatever. This is something that needed to be done. And the lives lost here, while sad, were very important. We will honor them in the days to come, and grieve as well. But for right now, we are still not out of the woods yet. We need to get back to home. There we shall bury the dead, and then remember them. He kind of just looks out of the crowd, and I'm going to roll for him to see what he did.
All right.
And with an 18, you see a lot of the Saurians nod, like, okay, yeah, we still got work to do, but we're good. You see that, like, they're bolstered a little bit, you know. Heavy Scale, you know, officially, like, stops crying and just puts her maul on her back and picks up Brighthorn as she goes over to some of the remaining Stego who they're, you know, going to put the bodies on and wrap up, you know what I mean, for burying later.
Indeed.
Jitron will help out as best he can.
Yeah. Boomy, you said you wanted to walk with Lockjaw. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I just walked up to the top of him and like stood, not like with him, but like somewhat behind him.
Yeah. He looks ragged. You see like his scales are all chewed up where he got chewed. You know, he's got bruises that appear. He's like, his dark scales are getting even darker. Like, you see that there's some of them are a little distended from the bruise he's actually got forming underneath. His armor is like completely torn to shit and cracked in certain areas.
Once he's finished with the speech, I'll sit down, not exactly next to him, but, you know, within speaking distance.
Oh yeah, easy enough.
So, should I apologize for taking your kill away from you?
He looks at you and just shakes his head. Oh. Like the mighty Dionicus, we hunt as a pack to take down larger game. I'm sad I couldn't get the last strike, but honestly I was kind of being thrown around like a rag doll.
You want to go back to the body and see if it's still there to get his head?
In time. Right now we need to collect our dead.
Yes.
I'm just taking 5 minutes.
I understand. That was quite intense, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. He's kind of just sitting there, you know, kind of like, you know, that half like closed like eye, like just like, I am going to hurt so bad in the morning, like I don't even know.
Just relaxing. I mean,
Yep.
he got unconscious, got heckin' destroyed by.
He went unconscious a couple of times.
Yeah, poor man. Well, either way, I guess Mallow will help with the bodies, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, Lockjaw does help pick up the bodies. Bavine is definitely helping. And Bavine is actually helping so that the bodies don't actually decay. It's going to take a lot of time, but that's his main job. He's not really grabbing them, but he is doing... Where is it? God damn it. I know it is here. Gentle repose on all of them.
I'm guessing someone explained to the locals what he can do, and they've been bringing him to bless the bodies.
He's not really blessing them. He's making sure they don't decay because he doesn't know their customs. So basically, you know, he's just basically touching them. I thought oh yeah, and I know what he's doing. He's ritual casting it, so that's why it's taking a long time.
I say, probably should explain to the locals what he's doing so they don't think this weird guy is doing strange rituals.
It has been explained, but as we're going to jump ahead of time, unless there's anything you guys want to do.
Just help with the bodies, get Kusnap patched up, you know.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a look around to see if there's any... Like, I doubt there'll be any loot from the tree itself, but I would like to see if there is any type of corpses that may have been there before our encounter. See if there may be loot that adventurers may have come through.
That would be an investigation check.
Yeah. Only be one. He won't look too hard, but he's having a glance and having a look to see if he can find anything. Nope, he's busy.
You are tired as fuck, Kietrin. You raged a lot today. You bashed a tree. You got eaten and swallowed, and your gut feels like you have a stone in it. You are not feeling well.
Yep.
Luafei would like to go.
His rages.
Luafei would like to go back, try to find the heart chamber that we were before. See what's got ripped open or anything now.
As you look towards the tree as you get closer, the entrance you had previously been in has been destroyed. You could try to find another entrance, but...
I'm going to go look at where the tree has splintered and broke open it and try to see if I can find a piece of the heartwood.
Okay.
The very core of that tree.
Give me an athletics check as you start to climb up higher.
Okay, athletics. 26.
26. Easy enough for you. You're used to this. You start climbing up, and with the tree being broken, there's actually a lot of handholds to be found as you climb up, and you immediately realize, oh, this is going to suck to get closer into it, as all the trees, like where it's splintered and everything, are just like jagged points poking up out of the tree stump. They're big, but might hurt a little bit.
What do I have on me? I do not have a traveler's axe on me, but I do have a shovel.
Yes, as you hear from down below, Luafei, what are you doing?
I want something.
What?
I want a hunk of this thing's heartwood.
As you hear wing flaps come up behind you, you feel a clawed talon grab you.
Okay.
Next time, ask.
I didn't want to bother you because you were hurt.
I'm not too hurt to fly, especially just over a damn tree.
A damnable tree it is.
Yeah, she takes you over to the heartwood. How are you going to get it out?
I have a magical sword.
Yes. Interesting thing about swords, not really made to chop trees.
I also have a shovel, which can make a good rudimentary hacking implement.
You're not wrong.
So I'll use the shovel and begin trying to get a good,
Roll.
like not like a huge chunk, but like a good enough chunk I could, like, say, make a gun stock out of.
Yep. As you begin to chop at it, give me a athletics check.
26.
You start smacking into it. You're tired, but your muscles are still going. You got that adrenaline. You just keep hacking into it. It's going to take you about an hour to get through this wood, especially with a shovel. And your shovel kind of gets ruined at the end of it.
I'll buy a fucking new one. It was a simple shovel anyway.
Yeah, but it takes a while.
How big a chunk can I get anyway? Just so
you got enough for a gun stock.
So
you got what you wanted, so.
Yep.
You could put parasitic oak wood chip if you want.
How you spell parasitic?
I don't.
Parasitic.
I didn't hear that. I'm gonna say just P oak.
P oak.
It's a poke. It's a poke.
It's
Parasitc.
The poke stick.
Yeah. Eventually, you guys gather the dead. get him ready, and begin to walk through the forest. After you exit basically the dead surrounding forest now, the trees are all slumped over and lifeless, even more so than normal. But you eventually make your way out into the green grass, where we're going to jump ahead, if you don't mind.
You can go for it.
Y'all get a good rest. All your spell slots are back and everything. It does take you guys another 5 days, though, to get back.
Ooh.
Kind of moving slow. Vix's skeletons do leave you guys, but the rest of the remaining Saurians are with you. As you guys trudge back. The Stego herd has definitely been, how you say, diminished.
Thoroughly thinned.
Yeah. It's not good. And that's the interesting thing, though. They don't let the bodies go to waste. You guys are definitely eating a lot of meat lately. So don't worry about rations.
How much that meat is there? Is the non-Stego dead? Like, how much of that meat is the corpses of the villagers?
What?
What?
You said we're eating a lot. You said we're eating a lot of meat. And
Yeah.
we're not letting the bodies go to waste.
A large Stegosaurus could probably feed an entire village for like 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
multiple of them died. Where the hell did I say you were eating the bodies? Why would Bavine do gentle repose on them if you were going to eat the bodies? Hold up! Where was the logic in that one, Fang?
Yeah, like,
No.
Didn't Lockjaw
Okay,
literally say,
hey.
we'll honor the dead when we get home? But by the way, we're gonna eat them.
Well, he said he's not letting the bodies go to waste. He said we're not letting the bodies go to waste. I didn't hear anything about the Stegos. I didn't hear that part. Wait. Are we eating the bodies?
No!
No!
The Stegosaurus's herd had thinned, but they don't let the bodies go to waste. Where the
Okay.
fuck did you get the villagers?
Okay, Bert. Okay. It was funny, but we don't need to harp on it. My eyes lit up like, what?
No, I'm not having a go at him. It's just really fucking funny.
We must honor the dead by eating them so they live on forever in us.
Until we shit.
Let's not talk anymore about this.
They pass on in death as they are in death.
I'm wheezing.
I mean, you guys just had a stressful fight. It's great. I love it.
Yes.
And as you guys approach the village, the Stegos are unharnessed, the bodies taken to burial grounds where they're being prepared. And you guys are just brought in front of Lockjaw once more as you guys find yourself on those thick hides of his basically chieftain's house. Even Vix is there, and she's just looking like, okay, this is nice. Again, just kind of being her just like cheerful self, like, okay, I'm here.
Oh, wait, hold up. I remembered. I did want to make myself throw up before we actually go back.
You can't throw up,
That's not great.
and you can't eat food. You are you're not starving, Kitchen, but you can't you're not hungry. You can't throw up. Nothing.
If I get Vix to check you out.
In a bit, maybe.
Oh dear.
Is his
Alright.
stomach still distended?
Yep. Even more so now.
This doesn't look right. Oh no.
Well, I mean, Kitchen, are you trying to hide it?
For the first 2 days, maybe. On the last, he'd probably be like, "Okay, this doesn't
Just
look
give
right."
me 2 general stealth checks then.
But then, hey, does this look? This doesn't look great. I think something happened.
Let's see the stealth catching.
There it is.
Okay, 25.
25.
And another one.
Nobody knows you're pregnant.
20.
What are your guys'
Emma?
passive perception?
Is Kiitrin Pregante?
Pregnant.
We'll find out. Anyway, what's your 2 passive perceptions, please, besides Kitchen?
14.
13.
Hey, you don't see shit, Captain.
He's hiding it really well.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What about Bavine? Hold up.
Then I think he has a 20.
He does
Are
match
you
it.
pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the day that he's about to bring it up, he's like, "Yeah, I saw."
Yeah, Baveen's like, I thought you were just fooled, but I guess not. Hmm?
No, it doesn't feel great. I feel bloated, but I haven't eaten. Oh.
He's gonna do a medicine check on you. He kind of feels around, and he's just like, well, it's definitely hard. I don't know what is going on with you. This is,
Oh wait.
I would say you are pregnant, but that is physically impossible for you.
Can I make a medicine check to see if? Because they mentioned before that someone had come back and ended up dying with froth in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Can I maybe make a medicine check to see if I think that's what's happening to me?
I mean, you can try to medicate yourself. Sure, let's see what happens, Captain.
Let's self-medicate. Let's go.
It's
Natural 20.
You know your body
Punches
very
you good.
well. However, even with the natural 20, you weren't awake to see what had happened to you.
No.
Something is not right, though. Definitely wrong. This is not natural for you. And with Baveen's words, it's like, you can't really... I mean, he'd say you'd be pregnant, but there's no fucking way you can be.
Out of curiosity, he's not hiding anymore. Can me and the Mallow react to it now?
I would say at this point, you guys are at a campfire on the second night. Or so far now. Yeah, so I would say, yeah.
Jesus, fuck. Well,
Yeah,
no, here's Jesus. Jeez, Louise, what happened? What is that? I want to poke it.
Would it hurt poking it, really?
I'm good. Well, Katrin, do you allow her to poke it?
No. That's just matter. Don't
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I tried throwing up. It doesn't. Nothing comes up.
And
Maybe.
Maybe I'll do a medicine check. See if I do better than Baveen.
Okay.
Why
I'm
not?
sorry, Katrin, you weren't awake, so you don't know what happened to your body.
I don't. I just know that my jaw hurt.
I'm sorry, man.
The inside of my throat also kind of hurt. But... There we go.
All right, roll 20. I get it, they're overpowered, but come on.
Nurse Mallow
that's roll
on
20.
duty.
That's roll 20 saying your friend got a natural 20 and you didn't give it to him. Fuck you, have it.
Apparently, fuck the DM. All right, I see how it is. Mallow.
Yeah.
You remember? Actually, no, you weren't there either. You were running towards it. You swear to God he'd be pregnant, but it's physically impossible.
He might have remembered me saying that my jaw hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Might have had something to do with that.
Yeah. And I mean, you see the scratches on Katrin's neck still healing a little bit, even with magical healing and stuff like that. But I mean, again, it just seems like he's pregnant. But the consuming food thing is like weird.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't know, despite the natural 20. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Of course, Boomy, you roll.
Luafe. As you finally come over, without telling me you were going to do it, something is inside of him, and you remember the crab thing, a bob, insect-like beetle thing, whatever it is. And I'm pretty sure you're muted.
Yeah.
That explains why no one was hearing me.
Nope.
Yeah.
Katrin,
What?
when I pulled your body out of the Thunder King, one of those crabs had fully latched onto you.
Yeah, and
when I pulled it off your face, it had like a long tube going down your throat.
And immediately at that point, both your medicine checks click in to go, ah, shit.
I think it laid something inside you.
And Baveen just goes, oh, crap. All right.
Okay.
I'll get my sword by cutting it out.
Oh, no. You are not good as a doctor, Boomy. No. Leave it to the professionals.
I always wanted to be a doctor.
To be
I
fair,
think...
Boomy?
Yeah.
Do you still have some of that green dust?
Yes, I do. I pulled out the bag.
I just need about 100 golds worth, roughly. All right.
Okay, Liz, I don't know how to measure this stuff.
He does, so you're fine. So just mark off another 100, okay, just for game's sake.
Okay.
All right, Kietrin.
Mm,
This is gonna be rough, buddy.
I understand.
Okay, that's cocked. Hold on.
You died. You
He's
went
fine.
through worse.
As he casts Greater Restoration on you, as soon as it hits you, Kietrin,
Mm.
you instantly just feel this clawing in your stomach, like something is burrowing in, trying to hold on. But Bavine is forcing the magic through you. You see his palms start to flicker with that flamey energy he does when he revives people. He's just like, "Oh, this is going to suck." Kietrin,
Mm-hmm.
just from how big it got, I don't have enough d20s for this.
Oh
no.
no! Oh no! Oh,
Kirsten dies again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
As I
Kietrin.
stop feeling pain, I rage.
I'm sorry. That's not going to work this way for your first one.
Shame.
For your first one, I will allow it after potentially. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this thing is gonna chest
Actually,
burst.
I do have enough d20s because I got 2 critical roll ones. Thank you.
It's gonna become a chest burster. We got to kill it.
Yeah, no,
It's
I had
it's
this
gonna look half
I had this
elephant.
planned if you guys ever head in. So to put it into perspective, just this is 7 d20s worth of damage you're taking. I am sorry.
Cool.
Okay. Well, there's a natural 20 in there, but also a natural 1, so this could be fun.
this could be either or.
Thankfully, it's just damage, so it doesn't get doubled.
You're lucky, yeah. So you're fine on that. Alrighty.
Ow.
That was okay. So
Sorry, my cat.
that's fine.
Bastard.
So you take 21, 41, 57. Plus that, you take 71 points of slashing internal damage as this thing claws its way out of your gullet. You just see his body distend into just obscene proportions as something is literally pulled, dragging and kicking out of his mouth, as you see one of those blue crabs instantly being pulled out of him.
Holy crap!
And it just cuts the absolute shit out of you, Kietrin, as you retch on the floor, just bloody
Does it-
bile, and
Does it hit the ground?
it's dead. Yeah, it hits the ground, and immediately, having been severed from its life-giving energy, dies.
Mm.
I just put my foot down and crush it, and it hits the ground.
It gives us half swing.
Can I do a Constitution saving throw?
I mean, if you want to puke, go ahead. But I mean,
Because I feel like there's
That's
more
what I
than just
kinda-
one in me.
Oh yeah, he's trying.
oh, Mallow, you're puking in the bushes just immediately.
Ugh.
Rumi covers her
I did-
mouth and and is looking a tad like a different shade of green.
I'm gonna roll for Bavine, but he's gonna. I mean, he's seen some shit, but let's see. Yeah, Bavine's fine. He's like, all right, I've seen childbirth. I got this.
Alright.
You drag the foal out of your wife. You're fine.
I did not do that. Oh, hold up. No.
Because I feel like there's more than just one in there.
No, that was it. It's just, it was
Thank
so
God.
goddamn big.
I'm fine.
Boomy, you're fine. You've seen bloods, guts, whatever.
She looks a little pale, but she's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like getting stabbed would have been the better option, funnily enough.
I think you may need a while to have your internals healed.
Yeah.
You know,
That
we should
is
probably just have you try to drink a whole shit ton of alcohol to kill it.
I don't think that would have helped.
I couldn't eat, so I don't think alcohol would have settled. Plus, I don't get drunk.
There. All right. Well,
I'm gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna just see if Lockjaw saw this. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure some people saw it.
Oh yeah, Lockjaw fucking saw it, and you just hear him. I'm gonna hold on. Nope, he's reaching in the bushes too, like, oh my. You set off the camp a little bit on the retching episode. As yeah, you got. Be happy someone decided to take a look at you.
Yeah, Keatron would have
Okay, so
done something about it eventually.
Now did we skip ahead to Lockjaw's tent in the camp?
Yep, you're healed now, Keatron. But you didn't want to eat for a couple of days even after that one.
Yeah, no, he's kind of he's meditating and taking like a temporary vow of no food.
Of don't let monsters into your mouth because fuck knows what they do.
Or, I mean, he didn't let it into his mouth. He got put into a monster's mouth, and then a monster inside that monster's mouth put it in my mouth.
It's monsterception.
Vorception.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of.
no.
That kind of just happened, yeah. Vorception. I got eaten and something. I ate something.
Jesus.
Inside the eaten.
I don't think you had a choice to eat it, but anyway, let's move on. You're all sitting in the tent. Lockjaw's just sitting there. His scars have kind of healed over a little bit. His bruising's fading, but y'all look still a little beat to shit.
Yeah. Whew.
Now what?
We will honor our dead. And probably throw, not really a feast, but a farewell dinner, honestly. A little bit more somber than the one we had. But remember the good times with them.
Sounds like a good idea. Something a bit
Yeah.
more calm. And
Wait. When will this dinner be? Because... Hello?
Yeah, he's listening.
Because I looked at the group. We do have 4 days before we are supposed to be in Amon.
Yeah, I feel like we can. If we have the dinner tonight, that would be great. If we cannot have it tonight, then we may have to leave before that.
We just got back and we need to dig the graves.
It'll help.
We'll help where we can.
It's 4 days, and Vix might be able to send us directly to Amon because the person who was supposed to take us there is past the date we were supposed to meet her again.
Mm-hmm.
You're not past it.
oh,
We're supposed to meet her to get there like a week early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what the days you've been counting down to are.
Yeah, so we technically have a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had
okay.
4 days in a week. So is
Tec-
technically when it's happening, but
Mhm.
you know, I want to be there for a week so we can at least explore the area.
Yeah.
And
So,
find
yeah,
trouble.
we
'cause that's what
we
you-
have 4. Okay, then sorry. We have 4 days, so we can help until then. But after 4 days, we need to leave.
I can't ask of that, but if you're volunteering, then
I'm
I would be
helping.
happily-
I don't care.
Fair enough. Vix just
You've
looks
helped
around
us a
and-
lot.
Vix just goes
I
around.
could-
I mean, I could save us all trouble and take the bodies.
No.
And I'm sure everyone turns in the room to look at her at that point.
Just-
She just goes, "I'm kidding."
Everyone turns and says no.
Exactly. She just goes, "I'm kidding. Seriously, can't we can take a joke at this point?" All right.
I would like to speak to Vic. I would like to speak to you, Vix, about my mother before we leave.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Anyway, she just kind of curls up again, just like on a what appears to be an old Triceratops. She just goes, "Ooh, scaly." Lockjaw just looks and just goes, just like why did I agree to work with this woman?
I lean in towards Lockjaw and just whisper, "I see why you don't like her."
okay.
He just looks around. He just nods. Are you trying to be silent about that one?
Yes, I want to be silent about that.
Roll me a stealth check because I'm just curious.
Yeah, see if you can beat my passive.
Well, you're gonna hear it, Kitchen.
I think the beat Vix's passive. 21.
You beat my passive.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Vix, what's your stats?
Passive. She had a passive position of 30.
No, but she's got a passive investigation of a hell of a lot. But no, she don't hear you. She's busy with the okay. So yeah, she gets there. He just goes, All right. Either way, if you are willing to help, then we will definitely speed up this process. And I would like to send a party out, but I would also ask if you would do me a giant favor as well.
Sure. What would you like us to do?
Sure.
May we borrow your companions? He points to outside where Aurora and Kuzneth are kind of just lazing about in the sun a little bit.
Children climbing on them, you know.
Yeah, actually, a couple of Saurian children are climbing on them because they got left with like the elders and everything. And obviously, there's been some tears and everything, but the children are kind of like, distracted a little bit for now.
Like,
Yeah.
ooh, a dragon!
Yeah, ooh, shiny new scaly thing that's not like us and has wings. What the heck?
What the fuck dinosaur is this?
Exactly, exactly. And the elders are kind of watching him, like, understanding the situation.
It's a Dracosaurus.
It also speaks our language, but broken?
Yeah,
It speaks fancy.
yeah.
Forsooth, young lizard person.
As you... I would like to borrow them to go collect, as you said, he points to you, the head of the king.
Well, it's not for us to choose, it's their choice. If you want to ask them, but I'm fairly sure Aurora would help.
Goosenap would probably be down for it.
All right. And if you don't mind, I will do that, and if you would like to accompany me, that's up to you, but I will ask them, obviously.
Yeah, you know what? I'd like to come along as well. I want to go punch that thing again.
I'll accompany you. I want to collect a little something for myself.
All right.
Oh. So, alright, so I guess I'll be alone.
it's like even with good headwinds, probably gonna be multiple days to get there and back. So I don't know how fast the dragon can fly.
He kind of nods sagely. Either way,
So if you can go on ahead, I will likely stay here because honestly, I want to help around, and I don't know. I want to stay around where Vix is so I can check on the egg.
Right, about that. She immediately hold on. Okay, she's good. You just see her like pull out like a box and just toss it in the air, and all of a sudden the box is floating in front of her, and she just like opens it and just goes, here's your egg, by the way.
Oh, he'll just grab the big egg and he's like, thank you for being a babysitter, I guess.
You're welcome. But yes, so we'll just I'll lounge around. I haven't been in this village long that wasn't trying to kill me, so it'd be kind of a like interesting little thing. My skeletons will be fine, so not to worry about him. Plus Jeffrey, I mean, he can lead them.
Yes, I'll accompany you, just in case people don't trust you.
I guess I'll stay here. Just bring me back something from the Thunder King. I wish for peace.
Do you want a tooth? Or do you want scale? What do you want? I'll see what I can get. But if you have a preference, then I'll try and get that more.
Hide.
Oh, yeah, right.
Good luck, I say.
Yes, and Bavine just chirps up like, and I will stay to make sure that the bodies are prepared right in your customs and everything. I am a decent healer and I can perform ceremonies so that, potentially we don't have any undead rising around here for a couple of weeks. He just says to the party.
Yes, good plan.
Yes, I agree. And Vix is just like, I feel like that's a jab at me, but you know what? I'll let it slide.
Vix. Keitron's throat's still a little sore from what happened. Are you able to find out if there are any creatures of a specific type around?
Like what?
Did you see what happened with my stomach?
Yeah, that was baller. I loved it.
I think what happened to one of the other Zorns that came by, a scout or something, he ended up dying and frothing at the mouth. I think that maybe more of those things may have done that, and maybe lurking around here. Can we find that out and kill him if we can?
Maybe maybe not
dear.
today, but hold on, let me. You see her pull out like a spell book, and she starts skimming through it, and you see that like on the cover is actually made like of different animal hides, all in a weird crisscrossing pattern, and it's not just like normal hides. You do see some like potentially human on there, you think, or like different varieties of humanoid.
It would be a good idea to make sure if those things like act as seeds or something. It might be a good idea to make sure that tree didn't go to seed anywhere.
Hmm. One minute. I'm just looking through my spells. Sorry. You guys can continue talking if you want.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Keatron's just gonna be getting ready, go out, tell Aurora, it's like, hey, we're probably gonna go help retrieve the head of that big lizard thing.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on.
Hmm?
I can make this really quick if you want to get back in there.
Oh, yeah.
You have something coming out of your nose. I'm sorry, it was very loud.
Sorry, ever since the event, like my throat hasn't been feeling great, so I've been breathing out my nose, and it just hasn't felt.
Yeah,
awesome.
something that big coming out that small of a hole generally tends to make weird noises out of everything.
Never mind.
Who was that now?
That was my phone calling, and I answered the phone, and they hung up. I'm like, all right.
God damn it, Burn.
Your trunk has so many instrumental sounds in it.
It's a meme at this fucking point. I'm sorry, I love it.
I wanted to become a bard one day, so I learned how to make musical instrumental sounds come out of my trunk, but I never really was good at it. So now it's just kind of a habit that comes out.
Yes, I mean, I have splinters still from that tree, so I could teleport you close to the tree, go retrieve the body where your people are. I can sit around the tree and then come back to me and we teleport back here.
Oh. That makes things a hell of a lot easier.
I mean, we can even take the dragons. I mean...
That makes things... Yeah, alright. Aurora, are you willing to help us carry a giant head?
Yes, they just nod.
Sweet, alright, well... Lockjaw!
I heard the plan.
Sweet. When do you want to go?
Today then? Sure.
If Vix can, then yeah.
I always have that spell prepared, because if I don't, I can never leave where I need to. Plus, getting out of tricky situations is always good.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, well, we'll
so,
do that,
as
then.
the DM, who is all going to go get stuff from the Thunder King?
I am. I'm gonna see if I get something for Boomy, because I think Boomy was staying behind.
Well, we don't know, because I'm going to assume Fenn's muted when I pull up this. Yes, he is.
Well, I'm going to assume since it would be instantaneously and not days, I can come with now.
Sure, if you want.
I'll stay with Egg.
Okay.
Make sure you hug it.
I am hugging it.
Hug it.
And don't you ever let go.
Very well. Just good luck to all of you.
I pat Mallow's head.
Farewell and thanks for all the fish.
All right.
I pat Mallow's head and give the egg a little kiss.
No. Do not kiss the child. Don't let me fireball you.
I'm talking some mad shit for someone in fireball distance.
Wow. All right.
I'll just huffs and leaves. You go on it.
All right. The dragons are going to turn to their humanoid form to make this easier so that, yeah, it's within the 8 people. All right. She's going to roll. Okay. Yeah. You guys instantly teleport to the base of the tree. And hold on. I need to roll for that. Oh, Vix, you're so sweet on that. All right. As you guys instantly teleport to the base of the tree, you feel that sucking motion once more. And as you get to the tree, the one thing you notice is the forest after the 5 days is completely gone. Like all the trees around except for the main big one have completely disappeared.
Ooh.
It is just a flat, dead plain.
Oh shit, that's ominous.
A little bit,
bit.
yeah. I'm going to do
Just
some
go back.
investigating. You all have fun with your thing. As she starts to investigate around the tree.
Yeah, right. I'm not mistaken, it was this way. I'm gonna start walking off in that direction.
I will say, to make it easy, the dragons basically pick you guys up and take you over there. Lockjaw rides with you, Boomy, because Keatron's too heavy.
Well, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
How intact is it?
As you look at it, the most interesting thing you see is you would have noticed it if it wasn't for the trees all disappearing, because all you see is bones.
Well, this makes this easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get one of its back teeth, so therefore it doesn't look like it's missing all too much. Because they want to take the head. I want to take.
Yeah,
one of the back
Lockjaw
teeth.
kind of wants the head. I mean, that'd be, you know.
Can I take one of its teeth, one of the back, so it doesn't look like it's missing anything at a glance?
Roll a persuasion check for him, because that one's a little like, hold up.
I was eaten by it. I want to take one of its teeth to remind myself that I got fucking eaten.
Roll with advantage.
Yeah. This asshole.
You mentioned that. You mentioned that part, and he's like,
17.
17.
How big are its teeth again?
As you look at them, Boomy, they're about half as tall as you. Keatron, he looks at you and just goes, go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can get one of the back teeth.
How big are the claws?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Roll me survival, Keatron, to see if you can pop it out without breaking it. Because this thing has been picked the fuck clean.
16.
16. You're like, all right, I think I got this. And as you grab one of the tooths, you start to wiggle it, and it's in there. And you're like, all right, let me put just a little bit of pressure, and you pop it right out.
Sweet.
And as you look at it, it's still got some gummy ligament where something couldn't get to it yet. So it's not dried completely, but it's definitely, you know, there.
There's still some sinew where the gums are.
And as you ask that question of me, Boomy, the claws, the feet are like, oh god, I would say those talons would be about twice your size.
So each talon is twice my size. Ooh.
Yeah.
And
was a gargantuan creature, pretty damn big.
I would know this. The claws would be kind of not exactly ivory, but similar, where it can be cut and carved and shaped.
It's more of a. It's not really even ivory. It's more of a bone, actually, than anything.
Similar enough. Like it's not going to be hollow of like cartilage on the inside.
No, definitely not. No.
Okay, so it's a solid hunk. Because I'm thinking pistol handle.
God damn it.
I'm just making magical wood stocks and ivy inlays.
That might not work, but it might help with enchanting. We'll have to see, because you'll have to discuss with me what your plans are and how that would work. So, all right. I mean,
I will attempt to. I don't care if I break it off. I'm going to carve it down and take it apart anyway. I'm going to try to break off a good hunk of this nail.
Okay, roll me a survival check, please.
Okay, survival. Yeah. I'm good at those, but I suck when I roll them. 26.
Yes, as Keatron types in the background on the bones to make rattling noises.
Sorry, no, I was typing in Thunder King Tooth. Should I make it like big? Right? Any specifics, or it's just a tooth?
It's just a tooth.
Okay.
So, all right, you're able to get a decent chunk off, especially considering, and you don't crack it, which is good. So it'll make it a little bit easier for what you want to do. All right, and if that's all you're gathering, Lockjaw is going to go to the vertebrae. And, oh yeah. Yeah, he instantly slices right through the vertebrae, breaking the spine, but keeping where the head is easy enough. As he's like, all right, please pick it up, and we'll go back to Vix.
Cool.
Yeah, the dragons move a little bit slower, but I mean, it's a decent jaunt, but eventually you guys do, and she just goes, "Alrighty, so here's the problem. Gonna have to send that first, and then I'm gonna have to send us. So, but I can do it.
Okay.
It's not really a problem then, is it?
I mean, it's more spells where woohoo, shiki, zany magic here can act up.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So
What if one was inside of the skull? What if we like go inside the skull and then
teleportation doesn't work like that, unfortunately. It's either 8 creatures or 1 object that fits in this certain area. Luckily, this thing is not too big, just the head, so we'll be able to do this. The skull still takes up a 10-foot by 10-foot area just by itself, in general. Which is basically the max range on teleport, so. Alright.
Understandable.
Oh, Vix, you are so goddamn lucky. As you just see it, whoop, go out of there. She's like, alright. I think it should hopefully be back at the village.
Nope, just crush someone.
Yep, everybody back with me, please.
Yep.
Yep, she's good. Yep. And as you guys feel that sucking sensation one more time, you all end up right back in front of Lockjaw's tent with the skull just off to the side. She's like, now to go make dead people. You just see Lockjaw. She's like, I'm kidding. What am I? She just, Zoidberg's out of there like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank goodness she didn't think about resurrecting the Storm King.
Can't do
she
that.
Probably did. So, what are we gonna do with the skull? Gonna put it on display for everyone to know that it's finally dead?
Well, with that, we're gonna cut over to Mallow to see what he wanted to do in his time while you guys were doing this.
Yep.
Also, again, I'm sorry for no music to anybody listening, but I am dropping frames like a son of a bitch, so.
Frames are important.
Yeah, I don't know why I dropped frames on roll 20. How? Anyway, Mallow.
Yeah.
What would you like to do in that time while they were gone for about, I could say, a good 2 hours?
I guess for the most part, I want to figure out more on how to handle a dragon egg. I do have a dragon book still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I could try to research more about
roll me an
roll me
an investigation with advantage, please.
Heck yeah, okay.
As you have borrowed a library book and still have yet to return it.
Well,
oh my god, that's right.
The problem is that library's kind of burnt to the ground. It was a whole demon invasion.
Yeah, you never checked to see if the library was burned.
The librarian remembers, and she will not forgive.
Yeah. 23. All right, you start reading through, and you're just like, okay. I mean, it makes sense for ice dragons to be with ice, keep it cold. You're going to bathe acid. What? And you just go through as you're just like looking at just the different ways that eggs can be, cared for by the dragons of various different, colors and scales. There's not much written on a gold dragon though. It's really weird.
I guess because they're so rare that people haven't researched them as much. Is what my presumption would be.
You're gonna be the researcher and a daddy.
I guess so. Woo! Okay, well, I guess I haven't learned much from this.
Yeah, I would say the closest thing you could potentially find to it, I will say for a golden dragon, is they generally fight red dragons a lot.
Very well. I killed a red dragon once, so sadly I can't let it compete with that. Oh well. I guess since I can't really figure out anything involving how to handle the ego. Just keep it around with me, but at least try to help around if needed. Like, preparing the graves and such. That seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Yeah. Actually, I take it back. They do not
Oh.
fight red dragons. I'm sorry. I messed up. They like to live in, like, rivers and lakes, like an idyllic places kind of deal, like their own island or something like that. I'm sorry. I messed it up. I was thinking of a different dragon.
Bronze
Ah.
lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So if I find rivers and lakes, may as well remind myself of that.
Mm-hmm. And as you put your hand on it, it does feel warm to the touch.
And I presume rather shiny and
Oh, it's
metallic.
it's okay. You know the goose that lays the golden eggs, like in Willy Wonka or any video like that, or like Puss in Boots, that movie?
Yeah,
How
I
it was like
recall that.
stupidly shiny. Yeah, it looks like it would weigh a ton, but you pick it up and it's got some heft to it, but it's not like a solid gold thing. So it's definitely, you know, not as heavy.
Yeah.
The question is, does it feel metallic or does it feel like an eggshell?
It's weird. It's a cross between both.
Ooh, okay.
It's got like a metallic eggshell feeling, like it's coated in metal, but it's got like just a warmth to it that metal doesn't generally give off unless it's under like fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and
Such
that
a fast...
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say it's fascinating to know more about the Golden Dragon. Thank you for the information.
Mm-hmm. And at that point, you finish your reading. You know, you're keeping it kind of, you know, bundled up a little bit as you see a giant Thunder King, you know, head appear right in front of you, kind of deal. As you're sitting over by the campfire, you see it right in front of you, and then a second later, you see the party return.
Ah! Oh, hello. I thought the Thunder King just came back to life.
Oh, it did. We fought it again. It was amazing.
In 2 hours, and you look
Yeah.
barely bruised.
Yeah,
this time it could summon demons and fire lightning out of its ass.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
I'm not trying to.
They're so bullshitting you.
Yeah, we're absolutely bullshit. Like Keytrin's not even trying to. Like at first, it was like, yeah, no, we fought it again. And it was like, you know what? Let's see if he believes it. But then, like when we kept going, I was like, okay, nah, never mind. The jig's up. Just keep going with it.
Look,
it's a joke at this point.
He's traveled with you guys before. He can call you on your bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not often Keytrin does that, so that's why it might have been believable. But then you're like, oh wait, hold on, no, that just.
And then Keytrin became 5 times its normal size and rustled to the ground and snapped its neck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You know what's funny?
Amazing.
Vix just looks at it and just does her speech before, but then comes out from the back of tent. You know what's funny is I can actually do all the things you're talking about.
You can make me 5 times bigger than what I am.
Yep.
You can shoot lightning out your ass?
Yep.
Oh, I know you can make me bigger. I didn't know it was 5 times bigger. That's huge.
Look, really good spell I have that it's not prepared today, but you know, hey. Speaking of which, we need to talk on something.
Yeah, okay.
All right. But not till tonight. All right. And is there anything else you guys like to do? Or would you like to jump scenes to tonight?
Sure.
Keytrin's gonna make sure that Heavy Scale's okay.
Heavy Scale is just working with the others, digging, you know, graves and everything. They're kind of doing it off, like, just in the ring where the Tyranno would be patrolling.
Mm.
You know, just letting them go back to the earth. There's a couple of druids that are helping out and things like that, but they're generally just doing it by hand. You know, they seem to be. They're sour. Oh my god. Sorrowful, yeah. But at the same time, they're not like, you know, openly weeping and like breaking down. I mean, this is a hard life. They're a hardy people. Yeah, they're sad, but it's like this is a part of it, and so they're gonna keep, you know, moving on.
Yeah.
And you actually
Alright.
see Heavy Scale digging Brighthorn's grave right now.
Yeah.
All right. But if anybody doesn't have anything they'd like to do, let's move on, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll move on. Sure.
Okay. And
Yep.
as you guys help out throughout the day, you do speed up the process of digging graves, but you got about one more day, you'd say. As you guys sit there around the fire, just eating a simple food. It's a nice tuber-rich soup. It's got pieces of meat in it, some what you assume to be potatoes, but they're not like anything potatoes you see as you're just sitting there. As the Vix comes over and just goes, "So, you have done me a great service, yes, and I know you need to talk to me about your mom. So," as she looks towards you, Louis, but I believe there's something else I can offer as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I claim and am to be an all-powerful wizard, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. You have proven it as well.
I do have at my disposal. And she looks to you, Mallow. A spell that allows me to alter the fabric of reality, literally.
Oh.
That sounds dangerous.
It
I
is,
recall.
and it costs me a lot to do it. However, is there anything that you might wish for currently?
Boomy's face gets
Basically,
super
you
dark.
guys get one wish potentially because you guys pulled off a hell of a thing.
Wish.
Boomy's
What
face
would I
gets-
wish for?
Boomy's face gets super dark as she
Mhm.
thinks.
Bavine
It
just
really
goes,
depends. That's a very big loaded question, really.
Yeah. Bavine just goes, well, honestly, if I could have, I would have brought Maddie back personally, but that is set in
Yeah.
stone. But, I mean,
I don't think she wants to be back.
I don't
That's-
either,
No.
but
She's in a
Can't
better
this-
place.
Can this change history itself?
yes. But be wary, changing history can definitely alter the future.
Yeah, sometimes I can only imagine if I was to say, for instance, wish for me not to have gotten kicked out of the herd way back when I was removed, I would never have met you guys. This wouldn't have happened.
If I
That
was to,
changed a lot of things.
if I was to wish that Thymor had died before I touched the scars on my face, before this happened, then none of the horrible things he did would have happened. But then again, I would never have met you. We wouldn't have came here. We wouldn't have destroyed that tree.
There's a lot of things that wishing
Would never-
something in the past to not happen would change.
And the
We
fabric,
never would have met Kusnath or
Mm-hmm.
anyone.
none of this would have happened, and you all will be living different lives that you will never have known of each other potentially. That is the risk of changing the past. However,
We
there are things that can change in this world and not be affected by that.
Feel free to give us the information.
It's what your imagination can dream. Like I said, I am willing to do this just once for
there's
you.
one thing I think might be helpful to us with who we are fighting. I assume this wish can't be used, like say, against the Scale Tyrant. That's my.
It's
I
a
don't
big
s-
heckin' order.
I don't see why that wouldn't work, but that could also be very
Dangerous.
yeah.
Oh, it could work, depending on
But-
what you ask, but it... Let me just put it this way. There are rules to this wish. It can alter the fabric, but it can literally... You've heard of the thing Monkey's Paw, yes?
I wish for 20 extra levels.
What?
No.
What?
Go on.
I don't
Go
think
on,
I
Rick.
have. Have I ever heard of that? I might have heard of it in like the area I've been in, but I don't know if I know anything
Can I
about
make
it.
a history check to see if I understand that reference, or at least have a vague idea what she's referencing of maybe a different folktale from where I'm from?
Roll me a
Yeah,
history
like-
check, yeah.
Because I don't know if Keatron would know,
let's see
but
if you know the
there's a chance.
colloquialism, yeah.
7. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I've been around. I'm a folk hero. I've been
Alright.
around places.
Exactly. So you all have traveled, so I can spin this.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
Mallow
history
had
check?
no, that's his insight. Yeah, Mallow, do you want to make a history as well or no?
All right, sure.
I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you, man.
Okay, 20.
Okay.
I think I keep forgetting I have a really high history.
Yeah.
Well, I have
You-
a high intelligence. That's why.
Yeah, you all, as you think about it, you've heard of the colloquialism of monkey's paw, where it's just like, yeah, it grants fantastical things, but
It can go bad.
it can go really, really bad really quick, especially if you're not specific, you know what I mean?
What if we wish for the knowledge of how to kill a god?
Oh,
We have
I
to-
don't think I want that power, to be honest.
I mean, that's interesting. We need to talk about this through, because if you're saying that this wish can become reality, right?
She's looking at you guys like, talk amongst yourself. She's gonna eat her stew, so.
Yeah, like, if that's a thing that can happen, I don't think the knowledge of on how to kill a god would be the smartest thing to wish for, because maybe it's
I'm
possible,
thinking
but it's not
long
an...
term.
I understand, but it might not be attainable throughout time. Maybe each god needs a different thing to kill them, and we just get one of them. We don't know. I feel like if we're going to do something like that, a wish that's honestly, like, he looks over towards Mallow. Some way to
Yeah,
protect that child.
you know, that's what I was thinking too. We are gonna be
This is-
in several more adventures, and
This is a chance. We could just end this right now if we do this right, or at least give
If we-
ourselves the tools to end it.
I guess we could also wish for. I don't think we should get them. Well, I don't know.
you made us think here a lot, Vix. Goodness.
She's just eating her soup.
Yeah.
Would it be smart to kill a god to begin with? Don't they hold some sort of stability or some shit?
I think there are rules about that, so I don't think killing a god is a good idea.
If you want to, we could wish for the knowledge on how to bind them to where they're at, or entrap them. Who knows? Another option could be, like I said, the tools. Maybe we could wish for the knowledge on who could make said tools, and then go to them and ask them about it.
Why? That just seems like an extra step, and you just get the knowledge of how to do it ourselves.
Yeah, but we might not have the ability to act upon that. We want to find out who does.
If we do it, we can find the people who can help us put it together.
I guess.
But I do know it might be dangerous. So if we go that route, I'd offer to let myself learn it, because we don't know how that will affect someone's mind.
I really wouldn't suggest doing that, considering last time someone took up the mantle of, like, I'll do it. We found out that holding a gem gets stuck in your forehead and makes everyone angry with you.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So that and, well, yeah. I feel like
It'd be a while to think about this. It was just one wish. You
Anything.
need to-
if anything,
Could
I'd like
I
to.
throw a suggestion in if you don't mind?
Yeah, go for it. You're part of this group.
I know I'm quite the quiet one, but I had a thought. And maybe this is just my own curiosity and my own selfishness, but what about wishing Maddie had a nice afterlife?
I thought she's already in the care of the Wild Mother.
No, she's not. She's in the care of the Raven Mother.
And is she not having a good afterlife?
Well, I think it's a fine one. She seemed to accept it, and she liked the idea of undeath. And the Raven Mother doesn't like that, but she made sure, or at least it seemed like that she was making sure that she was okay. We could absolutely wish for that and make sure that Maddie is fine. I just... How... Ooh. Because that would also be playing with the fabric of reality, obviously, but also the ties of fate. And as much as I know you don't believe in it, Luofei,
Snort.
that would be tampering with God's design. I feel like if we're going to do that, instead of saying she gets a good afterlife, she gets another chance at another life down the road. Different life, different memories, different new being. The same soul gets another chance.
Would she even want that?
I feel like if she was given another chance at life much later down the road, it's a soul that gets a second chance at living without making the same mistakes.
Like us?
Yeah. We got another chance. We're apparently descendants of dragons. I can't see why we can't allow Maddie to have something similar. Or we could wish that she becomes the champion of the Wild Mother. I'm pretty sure the Raven Queen, even though it's a thread, doesn't mean that we can't at least give her something of value. I don't know. There's a couple of options if we wanted to go with Maddie. We could ask for, like you said, the tools to kill a god. We could ask for protection for this child that you have. We could... Oh, wait, hold up. What if we wished for the locations of each of these gems that we've been finding in these dragons' chests? We could find out how many there are. Or maybe we could wish for something that could contain them without a...
We already have someone working on that.
I know,
but we can wish for something like a compass that would point us towards them.
Or we could wish for Barnabas to come back.
The dragon, the raven, or the guy?
Dragon!
I thought it was Barnaby.
I don't... they're all... They've started with B. We could make sure that he comes back and Jamansa Ord has a kid again.
You think it's powerful as Jamansa Ord is, he would be capable of doing that to himself?
Probably, but... I feel like that would be a really good step in the right direction for...
So you want to use this potential wish to make a single person happy rather than trying to think long term.
I didn't say that that's what I want. I'm giving out ideas. I've mentioned like 4 or 5 of them.
There are a lot of good ideas here. However...
Could just wish to kill my brother.
Yeah, but we don't know how that's going to... Like, you look out, Vix. Could that be possible? Can you just wish someone dead?
Yeah.
Though, he is in the ploy of the Scaled Tyrant, ergo, if we kill him, he could just be resurrected.
That's also
Unless we-
true.
Unless we like tell him,
Why?
just get rid of him in such a way he can't be resurrected.
Why just perma dead him? I don't know.
Just wish his soul into nothingness.
I don't know.
Seems anticlimactic, but that's
I honestly never thought about doing a wish at all in the first place. Despite all the bads that have happened, kind of want to progress life on my own without trying to wish something could actually happen.
Yeah, and at that point, Vix finishes too and just goes, "It is up to you. I'm just offering it if you would like."
I feel like if... Okay, here's an idea. I don't think it would be a smart idea for us to act on it now. But can we call in this at another time? Or is this something that you're only willing to
Roll a persuasion
offer
check.
us now?
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion done. 15.
She kind of looks at you and just goes, "Honestly, I'm going to think it's going to be a one and done thing tonight. It doesn't have to be done tonight, but a decision has to be made before you leave."
No, that's fair. If that is a thing, then it's something we should either take into consideration or
This is
not
a very
use that sort of power.
It's a very powerful spell, and depending on what is going on at the time, I may not have it prepared, etc. And the world might be burning at that time. So right now, while there is somewhat of a peace, I am offering this, shall we say, almost boon of the gods in certain terms.
There was one thing we could ask.
Hmm.
That I can't remember what it's called, but that seal that separates the godly realms from the mortal realm.
Do you want to make sure it holds? Or you... what?
That's what Tiamat wants. She wants to get through it.
Wait a minute.
What if we wish to make it as even more powerful?
What if we wish what happened to your father was undone?
That we need to think long term.
Yeah. And what's more long term than your father coming back from whatever hellscape he's been in, getting his memories back, his appearance back?
We don't even know where he is right now. If we did that now, he might be worse off.
It's true. It's also true.
But if we're facing an army, and if my father still has any connections back over in Wildmount, if any of his people still loyal to him are there, and we had him, potentially could have some forces from him. But I doubt anyone's still loyal to him back in Wildmount.
Well, something that I feel like would be smart is we could wish... I think that the idea about your father is a smart one. Although you make a good point that if he's in a bad spot, it could be bad. The idea of tools to maybe combat this scaled tyrant would also be rather smart in its own right. I feel like if we're going to do anything, even the knowledge on how to make tools to kill the god or banish him, bind him, whatever. Because it may not be possible to kill a god, so knowledge of how to kill a god may just yield nothing.
That is a possibility, but one that, if such knowledge exists, could be extremely helpful.
I feel like if we're going to do anything, it's more possible to bind some bind a god somewhere, because it's already been done, right? I've heard stories about gods being bound places. That's why the Zenexfel, or I forget what her name is. Her mother, and like the Scale Tyrant, they're already bound to the Rings of Hell. Is there a way to strengthen that bond?
Yes, but bonds can be broken. I want to think long term, very long term.
I get that. I just don't know if it's possible to do that.
This whole thing is basically a game between the Platinum Dragon and the Scale Tyrant. Big old war. I wanted to end it. And even one of them is still if to kill the Scale Tyrant, no more war.
But what would happen if that was the case? What would happen?
I don't know.
Then would it be smart to... I think it would be smart... No, I don't even... Maybe we can...
Summon her here and kill her now?
No. Maybe we need to look deeper, or... I don't think we should use this. I really don't. I feel like this is going to change too much. If we're going to, we have to make sure it's used wisely. Something that's not going to backfire on us. If anything,
we can't wish for a witch that won't backfire. Because we only have one wish.
I know. I feel like if we're going to do something like this, if you really want to kill a god, we should find a way to, or wish for tools to wound them.
So wish for the knowledge of a weapon, of how to make something that can hurt a god.
Hurt a god, or, you know,
I would
find
say
out.
killing them would also hurt them, so.
Depends, really. Gods are weird. I feels dirty trying to plan to kill a god. If that makes sense.
It's why?
Strange.
I think there'd just be a lot of problems that will occur if we ever do that.
Are you afraid it will unbalance fate?
Somewhat, but also like currently there is a balance that is tipping in one way or another, but if we really want to make sure the scales tip in a certain direction, that's going to cause havoc on both sides, regardless of who wins. Have you not? Similar to how a criminal organization, you kill a big member, there's a power vacuum. Someone's going to fill it.
If we have so many problems thinking of something big, how about something small? Maybe we could wish for our home area to be bigger, maybe wish for a girlfriend, I don't know.
Oh, but Mallow, you have me.
Get away from me.
Keitron just like face palms, like, oh.
But look, if you wish for the power, listen to the knowledge of how to destroy, kill, or whatever a god, and then another one rises up, taking place, we just kill that one, and then the next and the next until they stop rising up.
So we're just gonna make a god killer. Why don't you just wish to be a god then?
Oh no. Don't even make her think that.
Like,
I don't know if that would even work. That sounds even more dangerous than the knowledge of how to even do that sort of thing.
Yes, but then do you want to really be bound to the one that can only slay a god consistently over and over if it keeps getting refilled? if anything, just make sure they can't do anything. Make them inert, useless. They still exist, they still have their influence, but they can't do much about it.
I smile at that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And how to defeat a god so utterly that they just become just useless.
I don't think there's a possible way to do that, but I mean, if you've got a plan, walk us through it before you say you want to make a wish.
If we don't want to kill them, if we can find a way, not to bind them, not to do any of that, but make them susceptible.
Again,
weaker.
Oh dear. Again, I just think thinking big here is the worst way to go.
Yeah, because it's gonna throw the balance out. If anything, we need to go with something safe, something that if we want to pursue in something much bigger, we do it of our own power, rather than hoping the world of fate lines up with what we want.
Like, we have dragon souls for crying out loud. I think we can handle against a god when the time happens.
A dragon god no less. So
exactly. So again, I feel like we should just do this at our own term for the wish. Again, something simple and something that won't break the entire order of the entire universe.
What about the knowledge of how to banish a god? That way, if she somehow manages to break in, we know how to get rid of her again.
Can we stop with the god stuff?
No. Actually, that's really smart. That's a good backup plan, because then if we can't stop her from coming here, we have a way to banish her back.
And if she tries to come through again, we can just banish her again and pass that knowledge down. We make something, we'll have the knowledge how to create something that can do it.
I feel like that's a good one, because then it's not something physical that we are asking to come into existence. It's not something it's just the knowledge on how to banish a god back to its plane of existence. That's
which one of us gets that knowledge? I assume if you try to split it among all three of us, there's more chance something is going wrong in that situation.
I don't know. To be fair,
I'm the only one. I'm the only one who hasn't actually died.
Yeah, and
I'm the only one. I'll volunteer. I know at least something about creating items and.
Do you really want to point a target on your back that big? If you're gonna boast about not dying, you certainly will after this.
I've had a target on my back a long time. A bigger one won't matter much to me. I am the child of House Gallinodel. Our family's been cursed several times by gods. I think I should have it.
He looks over to Vix. What's your thoughts on this?
She just shrugs, watching you folks.
So, you're casting the spell. Is it going to give the knowledge to you, or is it going to give the knowledge to us? Is it possible to give it to us, or just Boomy?
Depends on how I word it, so yes. I mean, if you want it all, I could give it to all of you, yes.
I feel like if we all had it, that would be the safer option, because then we're not relying on you staying alive. As long as we all have a target on our backs, then it's not going to be that bad.
My worry is that the more people who try to learn it, there's more chance of it going wrong.
It's gonna go wrong if it's gonna go wrong. That's just how fate is. Might as well.
What if the spell, like monkey paws, whatever, only gives each of us a different piece of it? That we rely on all three of us having to communicate and understand it enough to pass it on.
So,
honestly,
like a team, then.
Yeah, that we're already a team. Why wouldn't we try that?
But we
It
don't
also
even know
makes it
that
more
will
secure.
happen.
It also makes it more secure. So therefore, if someone does try to get it from us forcefully, we don't have the whole thing.
That's if it does it like that. I'm just guessing, but we don't know what it'll do.
You'll find out.
Like,
Won't
what
you?
if it makes us go mad?
Well, then that's just how it is. We don't want you just going mad and then we're down one person. If we share it across 3 different consciousnesses, then if we all go mad, then we all go mad. That's just how fate is. If you don't want this information going poorly, we can just ask for how to make tools to do this sort of thing instead.
Well, the knowledge of how to make the tools would be the knowledge of how to actually do it.
Not necessarily. We need to do a certain ritual with the tools. There's a lot of research we need to do if we really want to make this a thing. This is why I don't think it's a smart idea, because sure, we may have the knowledge to do it, but then it may take us literal lifetimes to do it, so it's useless.
Vix at this
Yeah.
point stands up and just stretches and goes, well, it looks like you're going to be talking a while for tonight. Let
Yeah,
me know
pretty
tomorrow,
much.
and I will see what we can do.
Very well.
And she
You
walks
take
off.
care.
You forget, Kiedrin. We have access to Thunderbrand. We have access to the whole of the council. And if this is something to fight one of the traitor gods, I'm sure we would be able to get the resources we need to put it together.
Don't you think that if that was a thing that was possible, they would have already done it by now?
Well, if the knowledge doesn't exist, and when we wish for it, we get the knowledge for the first time.
Oh yeah, sure. Then how do we put it into action? How do we get that to people to convince us when it doesn't? If it's never existed and never been at it for years and years, it's not likely that they're going to just believe us off a whim. I feel like we need to study and figure out how to do this. Take steps into knowing what we are doing before we decide to wish something into existence and hoping it doesn't kill us.
Alright, I'm just gonna let you two talk on your own. I'm
What do you-
content with what
No.
I have, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
it's best to have a few days about this, because, again,
We don't have a few days. They said they need a
tomorrow.
response.
Yes, right, correct. Sorry, my bad. But either
That-
way, I do not care much about this wish. I'll let you two handle this, because
I think the knowledge is the best.
just
Knowledge
want-
is power.
Yes, but we don't want to go mad with power.
If it means victory, it might be worth it.
Yeah, but that just sounds like a fucking madman who's on a delusional path to try and find something that may not exist.
You're calling me delusional.
I'm just saying that if we're going to pursue power in that regard, it just sounds like we're power hungry. And I've seen one too many people let power go to their heads to know it's not something you can just get and then ignore.
Boomy glares at you a little bit.
Boomy, as much I believe in you. I trust that you will make the right choices. But with the amount of people that I've seen let power go to their heads, when something gives them that little edge, it's all consuming. You saw how it happened to me with that gem. While I was in that pool back at the tree, that liquid, that water, it was tempting me. And I almost turned against you guys because the temptation of power.
Then perhaps we should wish. Perhaps we should wish for something else then.
I feel like anything that's going to give us power is not a great idea, especially against a god.
What if we wish to be defended against the unwanted intrusions of a god? The gods are so
Oh.
powerful, they can enter our minds, they can attack us from ways we can't even understand.
You want to
They
find a way
can't.
to protect
Yeah.
ourselves from their influence.
Yes.
Maybe.
If they can't force us to do things, if anything can't force us to do things, imagine what we could do. If we were unbound like that. If we cut the strings, so to speak.
You want to be unbound by fate.
She smiles slightly.
It won't work like that. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't believe that I am forced to do anything. But I know gods can powerful enough to make change it happen as they wish.
Yeah.
We can fight it, and maybe we can succeed. But if we can make ourselves, say, invisible or untouchable directly by them, it will make their attacks against any attack against us harder.
The issue with that, and if that is something that we can do, we have to think about how that could be taken in a bad light. We become abandoned by all deities.
Yeah, I personally don't care.
I understand that, but imagine, say for instance, that Bavim is running over to you to help you heal you up, and suddenly the deity can't see where he went because he's near you. They can't provide that power, they cannot provide that healing. Deities have such an important part in this realm that I feel like we can't abscond ourselves from them.
And if we word it in such a way that we can allow them if we want to. Sort of a switch, if you will. We're fighting a god, and I wish for the tools to help fight a god. Anything that would give us an edge.
Another thing that we could ask for is locations. Maybe their tools already exist.
And if they don't, we won't get anything.
Just, you know, we could also just ask for... What happens if we ask for an audience with a god?
What are you thinking?
If we know which god we want to go talk to, we could absolutely go ask for a favor. Maybe if we're going to interact with the gods, we may as well get their blessing.
I don't like that idea.
Mind you, I already have a blessing of the Raven Mother.
I do not like that idea.
You want to know why I have the blessing of the Raven Mother?
Because you asked for it, because you bowed before her.
It's because she knew that Kuznav meant so much to you. I knew that Kuznav meant so much to you. That when I asked her if she could bring Kuznav back, she said to me that her time wasn't done yet. But for this thread to continue, I needed to start walking down a path that opened my eyes to different threads, allowed me to manipulate and help guide people down pathways that they themselves can only choose to take, but I can offer them new pathways to explore. When I died today, I found out that threads aren't single. They branch. Fate is never decided beforehand. It is made by your choices.
So you're saying is everything I believed is correct.
Everything that you believe is half correct. You make your choices. You just have a limited amount. And every choice you make gives you other options. It sends you down a pathway that has certain points where you have to choose whether you want to live or die. I had the option of following a thread that snapped, or one that allowed my friends to help me. Fate is real. You just have some say in where it goes.
So what do you think we should do?
Personally, I feel like this is a test.
I feel like it's a potential.
It's absolutely a potential. If we take this, we can make a huge difference in the world. But we could also hurt it in ways we couldn't even fathom to imagine. I feel like we need to take this safe. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. And we need to make sure that we either make it count, or we make sure that we can make it count.
I have an idea for a wish.
Then I believe in you, okay? Just don't do anything stupid. Keitron will give him a pat on the back and be like, I'm gonna go to bed. Think on it.
Does that mean you trust me to make the wish?
I trust you to make the wish. Just, if you're going to do something that's going to be God-killing, just make sure that we're all aware of it before you make the wish. Otherwise, I trust you. Okay?
Good night, Kietran.
Good night.
I won't let you down.
Keitron's gonna go pass out with Aurora.
All right.
Umi will watch the fire quietly before letting it die before she too leaves.
Where to?
Oh, I was gonna go to bed. I think should I go see Vix?
I want to know where you're going. I don't know. You didn't say you were going to bed. You didn't say you're going to see Vix. You just said leave. So I need to know where you're going.
She's gonna go. She's gonna go somewhere alone and think.
Okay.
Before just falling asleep there, I guess.
All right. Fair enough. And as you all fall into dreamless dream sleep, it all depends. We're gonna end our session there for tonight.
Oh,
I
shit.
love watching those ideologies fight. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you gave us a wish.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm ready.
it.
I'm ready to destroy this campaign. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, we got Kietran. We got Mala, the agent of I don't care. Kietran, the agent of Faye, and Bluefay, the agent of, well, I wouldn't say chaos, but she's the agent of the Iconoclast.
I don't know. Chaos seems pretty good.
No, she wants order, but she wants order on her terms.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, a lawful okay.
A lawful evil or some sort of
Not really evil, but just more
ruler.
lawful. So, yeah, lawful. Okay.
What can I say? Is that it's her drow blood. She wants the throne.
Ah, she wants to be a dictator. I see. All right. Either way, Burnt, where can we find you, my boy? Because it's running late.
Over at twitch.tv/BurntSonic. I do games. I'll probably be doing some Hades later, or some Gunfire Reborn. I'm not entirely sure. I've nearly got all the achievements for Gunfire, so I'm very tempted to do that. But yeah, I'll just be hanging over there. Yeah.
Nice. And my two other friends, you are still disappearing, yes?
Yes, I have vanished into the astral plane.
Alrighty. Well, hi, I'm Zorn. You can find me here at the Zorn YouTube channel. You can also find me at Zorn32 on Twitter, where I post randomly about stupid shit and about my feelings and stuff like that, because that's just the way I roll in life. But I'd just like to say thank you guys so much for the love and support. We are almost at episode 100. This is episode 93. We got 7 more weeks, but at least in the minimum, to hit episode 100. We're getting there, boys. But until then, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the support. But as always, enjoy